Oh, this one definitely needs to get used.
Uh-oh.
Alright, I'm sending...
Oh. Hey, I want a new
my first magic
toy.
item.
I want to play with something.
I will...
Pull out Hero's Diary. Thank you.
Alright, I'm sending these in the Discord chat. Everyone can see them, but this is the weapon that you pull out.
Oh boy, hold on.
Meet Billy the Club.
Oh my gosh, what?
What the heck is that?
That's scary, I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm a geek. I use stop bubbles when I speak. I'm a freak because she's a seed out for me. I'm unique. There is only one of me. I'm complete, so I really don't care what you think of me. I'm a geek.
Welcome to Comics in the Cross, the greatest streamers that you have never heard of. You are entering the Chronicles of Andriesia, session number 17. Last week, somebody got away with armed robbery. Let's just put it that way. All right. Last week was kind of crazy. Last week was kind of crazy.
Oh my! And that session is officially getting renamed now.
Droghar gave them a hand in it.
Droghar did give them a hand.
Oh my goodness! All the dad jokes are flying tonight. We haven't even started yet. Oh man!
Well, I gotta do at least one dad joke drop right at the beginning to get it out. You know.
Well, Father's Day was yesterday.
It's true.
Today after Father's Day, so we have to get some of the dad jokes in. But
it's true.
Yes, we.
Hey, Cross says armed and dangerous.
Nice.
Yes. All right, Cross, you got to beat that one. Come on.
I don't know if I can beat that one. Armed and dangerous is a pretty good follow-up one. Let me think on. I'll probably come up with one by the end of the night, hopefully, maybe.
Making light of a pretty serious situation, though, I should say.
we had a pretty interesting situation last. We had an interesting situation last week, as our heroes who are traveling into unknown waters, searching for the Bow of Conquest in order to save Arrow from his contract that he has made with the Archfey Valron. Our heroes have been through some interesting things so far. They have battled other pirate ships. They have fought against sirens. And in this trip in the water, after having a little bit of, Arrow going mad and having to be put in his quarters and going crazy with madness, starting to scratch up, hail Valron and praise Valron on his cabin, Leo, the first mate and acting captain of the ship, had a little session of truth with the defenders of Andriesia, thanks to TBD and her Cone of Truth, so that we could get some answers to things. Some stuff got cleared up. Some mutual respect was formed with Droghar and Leo. Some tensions were flared between Erellia and Aries. And our heroes, after traveling for a few days, finally made it to the island of Alloy. A dead island with no living life, no plants, no grass even growing. Erellia sprinted ahead, had a look at what was there and found a massive city, massive warehouses inhabited by these giant mechanical beings. She came back to the crew, reported it to them. They all headed off. And all the stealth rolls were apparently used up on the previous run because she rolled a nat 1 and fell smack bang in the middle of the path in front of one of the Reforged. And our heroes got into a fight which ended up costing Droghar his left arm as his fighting with the Reforged. It raised its sword and sliced it straight off. Then, seeing that Droghar was injured and seeing that Leo was missing a hand, the Reforged picked them both up and decided to carry them away because they could be upgraded. Well, TBD and Aurelia freaking ran. Meanwhile, on the other side of the island, going the opposite way around the path, is Aries and Dream, who have no idea that this has happened and are way off doing their own kind of stealth con mission. So they have no clue this is going on. They have no idea this is happening. And this is where we pick up for this evening. And before we get into tonight's session, let me just do a massive shout out to our partners, Misty Mountain Gaming.
Hey.
!MMG in the chat for all of that information. Please go and check out their amazing dice. Absolutely amazing choices in acrylic, resin, glass, stone, bone, metal, dice, all available on their site. Please go and check them out and use code CROSS10, CROSS10 to save 10% on orders with them.
Feeling
And while you're over on their
left out
website, you could have bought your own.
I know.
You need just to have a sign that says Misty Mountain Gaming. Just like, yay!
That's the sad thing.
I should ask them if I get a tattoo on my forehead, could I get a pair of free dice?
Oh.
So the thing is, I can't even get you like a rolling tray with just Misty Mountain on it because they're sold out at the minute. So you're just kind of sitting there. But we are in the process of getting everyone loaded up with Misty Mountain stuff. But the stuff is well worth picking up, well worth checking out. High quality dice to check out from them. And I'm not going to lie, if you're a dice goblin and a dice collector, it's an amazing website to check out. Like,
pretty sure their warranties are at 1.2, man.
Yeah, literally all you do is go through their website and go, ooh, I want that one. Ooh, I want that one. Ooh, I like that one. And I'm like, I do not have money for this, for the amount of dice I want off their website.
It's
But like, go and absolutely check them out. And while you're over checking them out on their either page or their YouTube channel, also look out for yours truly's face appearing there. My first article and video are up with them, and my next video I should be recording this week for them, and also starting work on my second article for them. So those should be going up hopefully in the next few weeks, which will be nice. So make sure to go and check those out. All right.
I didn't even notice their Summer of Color dice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They're so nice.
Dude, their Shield of Faith resin dice are just freaking beautiful.
Like, they've got so many nice resin dice. They're just
I know.
so
I want like
beautiful.
all of them. I want their stone. I want their glass. I want a metal. I want a hollow. I want
I definitely want the hollows.
at least. I want their bard dice. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. There's so many options. Like, now imagine that and being at somewhere like CTV2 when you're standing right in front of their stall and they're like, I can't make a choice and I have to, and I'm standing here because I don't want to leave till I get something.
I did that. I did that in full cosplay.
Also, at their stalls as well, they had a really cool thing, which was roll for how much you pay.
Mm-hmm.
Which was like just random dice that weren't part of the set. It's just random extras they had, and you could roll them for how much you paid for the dice. So you had a potential of like rolling it to get like this massive price on something, or you could get it for dead cheap depending what you rolled. And I'm like, oh, that just sounds like too much like a gambling thing for me. I could lose so much money in this. Just going with a bag of random dice. Like, nope, need to walk away or I will spend all my money here. All right. Plugging for the partners out the road. Let's delve into tonight's session.
All right.
And following our group's rough experience with one of the Reforged, we're actually going to dart over to the other side of the island, first of all, for Aries and Dream. Now, I'm going to kind of drift it back a little bit because a couple of days ago, Aries, during the Cone of Truth session, was talking with TBD and was really kind of pushing to find out who TBD's mentor was. And TBD lifted a camouflage she had on her shield and showed the name of her mentor that was still etched on it. And Aries was taken aback because the name that was on the shield was Aries. Since then, it has been a good few days since this happened in the travel to Alloy. And in that time, Aries has not stopped thinking about this. This has been playing in her mind. This thought has been playing with her. And as the days have gone on, she has had what can almost only be described as like little flashes and pictures in her head, and like not even like visions, but almost like just moments of an old life, moments of standing and speaking, moments of standing in front of a crowd talking about stars, moments of interacting with TBD in another place. none of it makes real sense at the moment. There's not enough information to put together. Until the night right before they kind of landed on Alloy, when everything kind of kicked off, so she's not had a chance to really chat to anyone regarding it. But the night before landing on Alloy, and this is now going through her head a little bit as the day is going on, she got a little bit of a bigger picture as to what was happening. And it was her in a town square. This small little town with a kind of podium built at it, and her standing in robes that don't look dissimilar to the kind of style of robe that TBD wears. And standing next to a familiar snowy Aerowen, talking about the stars, talking about constellations, talking about things. As she kind of finishes up, you know, the crowd, who are mostly just normal everyday folk, who are people just this little town, small community, farming communities, all kind of coming to hear what this, you know, what the learned person is talking about, and talking about the star stuff they don't know much about. And during this stream, though, she is shaking hands with people as they come up to thank her for coming to speak and to share with her. And all these folks are just coming up saying hi. But one of the faces sticks with Aries, as one of the farmers comes up to shake hands and thanks her for coming. And as she's done with the rest of them, asks, "Oh, thank you so much. What's your name, sir?" And the Haregon in front of her says, "My name's Aerowen, but most of my friends just call me Arrow. Thank you so much for coming and sharing." "Not at all, not at all," and heads off with his family. You see him walking off with his wife and kids and heading back to his farm. And Aries woke up. Fast forward to the island where all this chaos is gone, as the crew went up from the dock and went to the right. Aries decided to go to the left, with Dream following in tow, hiding behind, and the two of them start to make their way along that path. As they make their way along the path, there's not really any creatures or anything they see at this point. They don't see any people, anything there, but their path goes around and kind of curves up, and it's almost to like a little overhang on the cliffs where Aries and Dream stop, and when they look out over it, they see the town that Erellia's seen, just coming in from the other side of it, but they're in the raised kind of mountain range looking over it rather than coming into it like she had at the other side. And they see that, and the factories, they hear the noises coming from there, the smoke coming from the smokestacks. And that's where we're coming into it.
Whew. Dream, I don't like that smell. Can you smell that?
Yeah, I smell it. A lot of smell of death around here.
Burnt skin. I don't like this.
Yeah, that mixed with the fact of this whole walk around here, we've not seen anybody, that's not a good sign.
No, it's not.
Alright, we need to get these directions that we're looking for and get out of here.
Well, I guess we do our own standard. Sneak in, sneak out. Just like old times.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Alright. So I put my hood up, and I kind of just get myself adjusted. I'm like, alright. The first thing is we probably need to look for is a main building. I don't think any of the information is going to be in the factories. It's probably going to be kept somewhere high up.
Possibly. It depends, though, like if the factories are the main place that people are or that are running, there's a chance there could be offices in one of them. The factories seem to be the main source of life here. So there's always a possibility that we could find something in one of them. I don't think it's going to be an easy one. This might have to be a hit and run at different buildings and see what we can find.
I agree. Let's try and find at least a main building, maybe an old building that's not a factory. Let's see if maybe there's some lost records or just something we can find. But if we find something that, whether it's factory or not, that looks like it's like the main area, we might, like the main hub, we might just have to risk it and go in there.
Yeah. Let's have a look and see what we can find. And just before you two start to kind of make your way from that area and start to go deeper in, Dream kind of stops you for a second. Like, are you good?
Maybe.
You seemed a little bit distracted earlier. Coming up here, it's like if you were going to do this, you need to have your head in the game. Are you good for this?
I'm always good, especially with you, Dream. It's nothing. It's just dreams. It's just visions, but, you know, they don't really ever really mean anything.
They don't mean anything, but if you're focusing on them, then that means your attention's not where it needs to be. You're going in a place like this, that could get us killed.
Don't worry. I've grown up a lot since the last time you've seen me. I know how to put it behind me.
Yeah. Prove it then. She kind of gives you a little kind of smirk in the face, a little stroke under the chin as she says that, and then starts darting off down the path.
It's good to have her back. I just put my hood up and I just follow right after her.
The two of you start to make your way down the hill. Coming in at the far side, almost like where the path that Erellia came in was at the kind of front and right. This one's almost the exact opposite. The path kind of loops around to the back and you're almost coming in like right next to the factories. As you're coming down the path, make me a perception check.
I'm just looking at Dream's butt. I got that one.
Nat 1, coming down the hill. You don't pick up anything coming down the hill. That means that you are right in front of it by the time you notice it. One of the Reforged guards, you come down the path to come into the city and come out right in front of it.
Can I try and dart and hide before it sees me?
Make me a stealth check. With disadvantage. Or, well, you've got advantage in stealth checks.
Advantage, yeah.
So it'll just be a normal roll then. No disadvantage, just straight roll. Because you're right in front of it. There's no doubt in its mind it's seen you.
Okay. $13.
13 is not enough to hide. You dart into the kind of like covered over area, but it knows you're there.
Okay. I kind of try to stay as still as I can and just kind of slower my breathing. I just stay completely still.
As you're trying to do that, it starts to walk towards the place that you are. Dream grabs your hand. What the hell are you doing? Move!
All right.
She grabs your hand and takes off and starts running into the city.
All right.
This thing starts to come after you. Make me another stealth check as you head into the city to see if you're able to outmaneuver it and hide in the city.
25.
25. Dream pulls you into the city, and this thing is not fast. It is one of the things this thing is not able to do is move quickly. It's not designed for that. when you're this big and strong, you don't need to move fast. So you are both able to move into the housing, dart round some corners, and find a hiding spot and just perch up into one of the houses, and you get far enough ahead that it can't track where you are.
Oh my gosh, what was that thing? Dream, did you see that?
Yeah, I seen it. You were about to get an up close and personal look with it. What the hell were you thinking?
Hey, don't worry. I had it under control.
You were sitting still in a bush while it was coming right towards you.
Yes, my dear. But you see, I know how to misty step.
Good for you.
I would have
Yep.
gotten away.
Were you planning on telling me that plan?
Well, I would have just misty stepped right where you were. We would have gone together.
I was standing next to you. If you'd misty stepped, you'd have left me behind.
I didn't even see you next to me.
You need to get your head in the game. Apparently, you've grown up and gotten better at this. It looks like you've gotten sloppy, Han. Apparently, carrying that big lug around with you has made you a little bit sluggish yourself.
Sorry, Dream.
It's okay. I get it, you're a little bit out of practice, but you need to be aware you're out of practice.
Although it worries me, what was that thing? And why was it... I don't know, something was off. It was almost mechanical, but you could see organic bits to it.
Well, I don't know, considering it was a massive walking machine and there's literally no living things here. I can only imagine the bits of organic on it are the leftovers of whoever used to live here. Either way, I don't really care, and I don't really care to find out. Let's get this information and get the hell off this island. If that's the only thing living here now, then that's enough of a reason not to stay.
No, you're right. My only concern is, Dream, if we try to go into any of those factories, that's where they're making them.
Yeah. Massive factories running. The only things on this island that seem to be alive, and then the only thing walking around are them. So, yeah, if we went in those factories, chances are we'll find a lot more of them.
All right. Let's keep heading towards the middle.
Alright, it looks like it's gone into another part of the city. We can probably slip around. We need to be careful. So I highly doubt there's only one of those things.
Agreed. It was acting more like a sentry or a scout.
Yeah. It was a guard. There's no way in the world there aren't more of them. And if he's seen us, there's a chance he's alerted some of the others as well. So we need to be really on guard.
I just hope Droghar and the others are okay. They were going on foot.
Yeah, chances are they'll run into these things sooner or later. Best for us and for them all to get off this island quickly if we want to live.
Agreed.
So, you and Dream head to the exit for the building again. Make me a perception check at the door to look around.
$13.
As far as you can see, nothing around. No sentries, no guards. So the two of you take off around the building and start to head towards kind of the area where the factories are. You do see a kind of centralized building where the factories are. There looks a bit more like offices, or what would have been offices, if that's what you want to head towards, and that's what you were kind of looking at.
Yeah, let's try to head there.
And two of you head to the kind of office block next to the factories and head inside. Make me a perception check for inside there.
$16.
As far as you can see, the building's empty. Nothing immediately stands out to you guys.
Okay.
Make me a stealth check as well for in there.
18.
You guys slip inside the building, start to kind of make your way up to some of the higher offices. As you go, you don't see anything about any scouts, anything like that.
Okay.
If you want to start investigating and looking for stuff, you can make an investigation check. See if you find anything of importance here.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me see, what's my investigation? Okay. $10.
You don't really find anything in this building relating to Typhon or anything like that, or any maps or anything heading towards it. You find a little bit of information on the factories themselves.
Okay.
The factories were designed to create these creatures. They were designed to these metal creatures. And it was designed for supposedly impending war that was coming. And they were basically soldiers being made to fight.
Mm.
But that's about the extent of the information you can find in here.
Is there any map of like the area or the island or anything like that?
Make me an investigation check again, just for the map.
16.
You find a couple of notes and a little bit of mapping for the island. Nothing extensive. It's, like it's factory warehouse offices, so it's like it's not like finding like a shipping like chart of the island layout or anything like that, but you find a little information. And for the most part, the major part of the island that has any sort of buildings or stuff to it is the area you're in.
Okay.
The island was designed for this. It was designed, like the town was designed for the people who lived here and worked here. And it was meant to be like a kind of like living community creating this in the lead up to this war happening. And the factories would be running to create them, but there's not much else on the island. Although from what you can see from the maps as well, though, you are aware that it did look like this island used to be alive. Like there used to be like forestry and grass and living creatures on this island. It didn't always used to look dead like it does.
Is there anything in between, like a hub or a main factory, or like where it got all started or anything like that?
And from what you can see here, it looks like there is a kind of central connecting place that all the factories go to, but it starts to kind of go underground towards it.
Okay.
So it's going to take a little effort to check that out, but that's the only kind of other centralized place that you see.
Hey, Dream, come check this out.
You got something over there?
Look, it's a map of sorts. I think this island used to be alive, but with the other notes that we found about this impending war and making basically super soldiers, there are factories all over, but it looks like maybe these tunnels and areas lead to this building right here. That's my only guess. That might be like a hub or a main place, or even where it all began.
Yeah, it looks like they all kind of link up here, and if there's nothing here, I'd say that's the next best place to check. She'll see you with a kind of smile and smirk on her face. That's my girl.
Oh, you know it.
Getting your head back in the game just like that. Come on, let's go check it out.
Let's go.
And two of you kind of head out of the building and start to make your way across the factories and towards that central hub again. Or to the entries in the factory so you can get to that central hub. As Aries and Dream are doing that, we're actually going to cut back over to the other side of the island / on the way back to the dock, because I'm assuming that's the direction you were running.
The runaways.
TBD and Erellia, who I'm assuming are still in like full sprint mode away from this thing.
Carrying my sword, of course.
Yes, and they did get Droghar's sword. We managed to get that in at the end, so that did happen.
You're muted.
Mm.
It really is.
You hear me now? Oh, Erellia,
I was
you
just
muted?
Sorry.
I was just saying nice mug.
It felt appropriate for tonight, you know.
Yep.
Yep.
Cheers.
I'm about to start
Yeah,
crying right
absolutely.
But TBD and Erellia, so y'all are in full sprint away from the Reforged that you fought. Droghar has been carried away. Leo has been carried away. What do y'all do? What are y'all up to?
now. Aurelia is pausing.
I was gonna say freaking out.
Should we pause for a second? I just need to go and vomit real quick. I will be right back. Oh, the guilt.
The guilt.
The guilt. Turned
Where's
into
that
my
beer?
Oh boy. Okay. Well, it's not like we're gonna be able to help him. It's a giant robot. I can't reattach arms. Did we get his arm?
Oh shoot! Did we?
You did not.
Oh,
Dang.
You picked you picked up his sword. You left his arm behind. To be fair, Droghar was yelling out, "Grab my sword!" He didn't say much about his
He
arm.
cares much more about the sword than he does his other arm.
I guess we could attach the sword to his arm. I don't know. I didn't go to school. I don't want to be here anymore. What are we doing? You're the leader.
Yeah, but no one
looks like
listens to
she's
me.
about to cry.
Aw.
Oh.
I don't want to be here.
Hey, Twilight Protector, you are one of the strongest here. You got it.
Since when?
Like all the time. You are usually so clueless you don't even remember to be scared. Like,
I'm terrified. What does that mean?
it means you really are paying attention to what's going on around us.
He lost his arm.
You know, I had a friend who lost their arm and somehow
What
they were
happened
able to
to
get it back. I don't know. I don't know.
I think I saw one of the dogs pick it up. I think they were
Well,
Oh.
we'll figure it out. We just gotta figure out how to get them out of their custody. That's
custody. They're arrested.
Background the side path, or just one of the steel
Christ.
predators is just sitting chewing in Drogar's arm.
It's great.
It's metal, it doesn't need to eat, it's just chewing on it for the sake of it, just sitting in the middle of the path.
Really, I don't like this.
I know, but guess what? We are fierce, we're strong, and we can do this.
Speak for yourself.
I just slap Twilight. Get a grip, woman!
I'll
Well,
try my best.
alright, can you at least shapeshift into Droghar so the sword isn't so heavy?
My muscles don't get bigger.
Oh, shoot. Then how do you... Okay, fudge. You just look like you have muscle.
I mean, I have some muscle. I have to wear armor after all. It's heavy. Should we be wasting time?
No, you're right. Let's get this sword back on the boat.
Isn't that wasting time though?
Well, what else are we gonna do with it? Do you have a bag of holding or something?
To Gideon.
2 Gideons. Okay, great.
I've never made money before. I stole this.
Alright. How far away are we from the boat?
It's probably more than halfway back around the path from where you were, so you're fairly close to the boat. You guys ran for a little while. You're closer to the boat than to the where you fought the thing.
Alright, Twilight. We're gonna put the sword on the boat, because we need to
Okay.
make sure... Or should we? Should we take it to Droghar so then he can
Do we
use
have
it?
is it just the sword? Is there like any scabbard or...
There's a scabbard, but it's on his back.
Yeah, it's just a sword because he was holding it when his arm was cut. So he's wearing the scabbard for it, so you're just literally dragging the sword at this point.
We
I
need
don't
a
know.
plan. Maybe Arrow won't mind if I just snag his bag of holding real quick.
What do I own?
That way we can bring Droghar his sword, but it won't be
Yeah.
so massively heavy.
I don't have any equipment. I have a bedroll and a mess kit.
Okay. Do you want to wait here while I go back and get the bag?
I guess.
I think you'll be quicker that way.
Okay.
And it seems like you need a minute to do some therapeutic breathing.
I don't know what therapy is.
Well, you know, it's okay. I don't
That's
either.
a lie.
I just
You said therapeutic.
heard about therapeutic breathing. I don't know what it actually is, but it
And
seems
why
to
would you
help
recommend
people.
it? Why would I
Because
know?
it seems to help people. Lord have mercy. All right. I'll be right back.
Aurelia starts heading down the path, this tiny little drow dragging this massive sword.
No, I leave the sword with her because I'm grabbing the bag.
Oh, you're going for the bag? Okay. So you leave TBD on the side of the path holding the
bag?
sword.
The bag of cursed items?
Technically it is.
Hmm.
So you head down the path, head back towards the ship. Get back down to the dock. You don't run into anything on the way. And you get on board.
TBD's
Yeah.
just gonna lay on the ground and turn into Earth Genasi and just like become one with Earth.
TBD's having a moment.
I can see her just like blending and turning into a tree, just like.
No, she's like face down. Like full on starfished. Actually, not even starfish. Arms to the side, just like.
It literally looks like there's a suit of armor just lying on the ground with some rocks going inside of it.
Yeah.
Aurelia gets back onto the ship, and I assume you're going for the bag of holding.
Yes.
The bag of holding is in Arrow's quarters.
Have fun.
I'm just gonna slip on in and then slip on out.
You slip into Arrow's quarters. As you open the door, you are hit with a massive green glow from all the writing that he's doing. Arrow is still fully entranced, scratching and carving into the walls, all the fey writing, eyes glowing green, doesn't pay you mind at all, doesn't even know you're there, is not aware of you. And you see it sitting on the captain's table, you see the bag of holding.
Alright. I do a little stealthy rogueness. Right.
You do the stealthy rogueness of walking up to the table and picking it up, but there's no stealth required.
Oh, shoot.
He doesn't know you're there. He has no interest in you. He could care less. He's completely entranced. So you pick up his bag of holding and walk out without any incident and head back off the ship, and I'm assuming back to TBD.
Yes.
You find her flat in the ground, but her armor flat in the ground with some rocks that are where her hands and face used to be, essentially. But she's turned into an Earth Genasi.
Twilight,
Hi.
can you hear me when you're in that form?
Yeah.
All right. So do we have any idea where Aries?
You're asking me if I have an idea?
Of where Aries is? Do we know?
No. Aries is like.
Do you know any form of
Do I know?
something that could locate her?
One moment. Oh boy, I don't have a lot of good spells for Verd. Oh, you know what? I have sending prepared. I'm gonna send a message to Aries.
Okay.
Check out the alt. Hold up. Where's my pencil? I can't do basic math.
That's bad in this game.
You know what? I'll just count. Aries. Droghar is missing an arm. And he's gone. And Leo was taken. And I'm scared and I don't want to be here. Help. Please. Where are you?
Is that the full message?
Yeah.
You send the message.
And
And
reply to it. 25.
Does she have a set amount of words you can use or anything?
25.
25.
Alright, so she sends that message to Aries. Aries, you hear that message?
Is it
And
like
you're-
internal in my head, or can Dream hear it?
No, just you. You can hear it.
Okay. Are we in a safe spot so we can stop, or where's Dream and I right now?
Yeah, you're kind of in that entrance corridor for the first warehouse, but there's nothing around at the moment. So if you want, you can stop and kind of take in the message and respond to it.
Okay, I kind of just step to the side. I'm like, Dream, wait. And I grab her
As
cloak.
I hear that.
Yes.
Those two are part of the message.
You're down to 23 words now. The message starts, Dream, wait.
Hold. Okay. Hold on. Stay safe. Who took Droghar? We are heading to the center. No life. Only machines.
Is that it?
Yep.
You do not
Yeah.
get a response because that's a 3rd level spell slot. Aurelia, we gotta go to the center.
All right. Which way is the center? I'm so confused right now. I can't even think. Of like the whole city?
I guess.
All right.
You
So
went to town?
after I didn't get a
Town?
response, I'm like, Dream, hold on. And I create my little cat. And I just kind of, I tell it to like lead the way, but like the other way of the path, not right where they were. And I send the cat to go to them to kind of show them the places that Dream and I have been.
You create your little cat, send it into the city, and it starts making its way towards TBD. The question?
Yeah. With the amount of weapons that Arrow put in the bag of holding, will it fit the greatsword, or does something need to be taken out?
It'll still fit the greatsword. It wasn't a massive amount of weapons that he got from the place. And there was a fair amount, but there's enough room for the greatsword in there.
I'm gonna make a
I mean, if you still want to take stuff out, by all means you can.
I do. TBD would love to, because I rolled low on that dice.
Alright, so you're taking...
Against the better judgment. Just gonna reach in, pull out whatever seems fun. A very defensive thing, you know? She's seeking protection, you know, in this terrible time.
Let me just see. Let me have a look at my cursed weapon list.
Oh boy.
So, does that mean if we use it, we get cursed?
No, it just means there's a curse on the weapon. It may just be that it does something to you. It might be there's something about it. Oh, this one definitely needs to get used.
Uh-oh.
Alright, I'm sending...
Oh.
Hey, I want a new
My first magic
toy.
item.
I want to play with something.
I will.
Pull out Arrow's diary. Thank you.
Alright, I'm sending these in the Discord chat. Everyone can see them, but this is the weapon that you pull out.
Oh boy,
Meet-
hold on.
Meet Billy the Club.
Oh my gosh, what?
What
I
the
don't-
heck is that?
Kind of scary. I'm not even gonna lie.
It's a living,
That-
sentient mace.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh.
I could just see TV.
What are you doing that?
So you pull out Billy the Club for
Dang.
everyone is listening. Let me. Or well, actually, no. You can pull it up on your screen. TBD. Why don't you read out the description of Billy the Club to our audience?
Oh boy. This weapon is, by all outward appearances, a standard mace that one could find on the hip of many an adventurer or guardsman. Lurking beneath the surface is a secret known only to the wielder. The mace is actually a living mimic named Billy. Though he prefers to stay silent, he can speak common, mimic, and undercommon. Billy's only known form is of a mace, but he is adamant that he is a club. Billy seeks out mutually beneficial symbiotic relationships and only wants to be held by one partner at a time. If his previous partner dies, he will align himself with the next person that seems adept at handling him. If
So,
someone tries to...
congratulations. He's now linked to you. He now sees you as his owner.
If someone else tries to handle Billy while he is bound to a partner, he will attempt to bite them.
Dang.
Nice.
Do you want me to read this next part too?
Yeah, go ahead.
You gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. When you hit
Nice.
a creature with an attack with Billy, that creature must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw or take an extra 2d4 acid damage as Billy bites into them. Billy can only try to bite a creature once per round. It also has Grappler. While holding Billy, you have advantage on attack rolls against grappled creatures.
Wow.
So
Billy is cool.
basically, yeah, if Droghar grapples somebody, that's your target. Because Billy gets advantage on them. And Droghar has a
Alright.
habit of grappling people, so.
Oh, he did.
boy.
Can it be Aurelia's turn to
Yeah, really, can definitely.
grab something?
Are you looking to just grab something random as well?
Yeah, it's fun. Do it.
Sure. I know we're gonna need help fighting these things. They took Droghar's freaking arm. I should steal from Arrow more often.
Apparently he collects good stuff. Spacehawk. Billy's joining the pirate crew.
Yes.
Of course he is. Everyone joins the
I was
freaking
gonna say,
pirate
because the
crew.
boat's not
Everyone,
heavy enough.
everyone joins the crew. Arrow just hires people when he meets them. Sorry, I've
That's
got a few
right.
weapons here. I'm looking. Okay, I kind of want to give you that one just for the hell of it to see what happens. But,
Oh,
no.
Oh, okay. Let me give you this one. I've been waiting to give this to somebody. Alright, so I'm going to put this in the Discord as well. Aurelia, you pull this out. Or these out.
Ooh. Honor employees.
Love that.
Ooh.
That's sick.
All right, it's so small I can't read it. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Did you want me to?
Yeah,
Read
go
it
ahead
as
if you want to
well?
read that out as well, yeah.
All right, these weapons sing of the elegance of elven craftsmanship, as each edge is both beautiful and functional within their design. The short sword honor and paired dagger poise are not mere showpieces. It's no doubt that a mastersmith took their time to craft such blades to serve those who would use them honorably. Though these are two individual weapons, they only take one attunement slot. These weapons are considered magical for purposes of overcoming resistance. While
So basically, anything that can't be damaged by a non-magical item, you can damage them with honor and poise. That counts as a magical item.
Ooh. That's awesome. While attuned to these weapons, you can use your reaction once per round to attempt to parry a melee or ranged weapon attack that is targeting you. Make a contested weapon attack roll with poise versus the attack roll targeting you. If your result is higher, you successfully parry the attack and take no damage from it. Additionally, you gain a charge of honor on successful parries. Am I saying that right?
Mhm.
Parries? Okay.
Yeah, to parry it. So basically, if someone makes an attack, you can use poise to fend it off and block it.
Ooh, that's cool.
If the parry fails, the attack hits normally. You can use this feature a number of times per day equal to your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, so I think your proficiency bonus is +2, +3, something like that. So you can do it that many times per day. So you only get so many parries with it, but that could be used like if something big's coming with a big attack, you could block it.
Gotcha.
Potentially.
Okay, I got a +3.
Yeah, so you can do it 3 times a day then.
Okay. I have to definitely remember that. All right, honor. You can have a maximum of 5 honor charges at any time. Any changes that would be gained beyond 5 are lost. At the start of your turn, you can spend any number of honor charges to gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with these weapons per charge spent. The bonus lasts until the end of your turn.
So basically, you can add between +1 and +5.
Wow.
To an attack into damage. It's only like that many charges, so like if you use like 1 or 2, like you only would have like if you use 2 + 2, you've only got 3 left, so it's up to 5 until it recharges. But basically, if you made a roll against something and like say it's like it's AC 17 and you rolled a 15, you could just use 2 of the honor charges to hit the AC level, so that you still cause damage to it. So you can boost your attack shots with it, not by a massive amount, but if you're close to the AC, you could hit it still. So it's just like a little boost to that.
That's so cool.
And when does it go back to 5?
Does it say on it? You get a contract, maximum honor charges and turn gained beyond the 5. It's 1 damage roll. These weapons per charge spent. This bonus lasts until the end of your turn. I don't think it specifically says on it, but I'd probably say it's chances are it's going to be like a long rest.
It says you gain a charge of honor on a successful parry.
Oh, so you build it up with parries then?
Yeah, and then you can use honor.
Oh, okay.
So it's like you charge with one, expend with the other type deal.
Okay.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so you charge up your honor slots with the parries, and then when you've got those honor slots, you can use them on attacks. So it's meant to be used as a 2 weapons in 1 sort of thing. They work together.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so Erellia's got a new short sword and dagger, honor and poise.
Hey.
And TBD's got Billy the Club.
I got the funny guy.
I'm not going to lie, Billy the Club's been given to you just because I need to see the conversations that are going to take place between TBD and Billy.
Oh my god, 2?
Because now, as far as Billy's concerned, TBD is his owner.
Best buds. It's gonna be great.
Oh, I'm so ready for this. All right, so you've now got your new weapons.
I'm gonna put my old mace in there. She puts the other mace in there. Not Billy.
You put your old mace into the bag of holding.
Aero won't know.
No. You'll probably forget he's even got the bag, to be honest, half the time, so. All right.
I guess.
All right, we ready to follow this kitty cat?
All right, so TBD and Erellia As they're preparing with their weapons, a little black cat appears and beckons them to follow them towards where Aries is. So it starts heading around the path, and TBD and Erellia start making their way down the path.
I'm gonna go ahead and give TBD Vigilant Blessing. Just as a, because she's scared.
What does Vigilant Blessing do?
I just get advantage on initiative when we
nice.
roll.
Cool. Does that last a certain length of time?
This benefit ends immediately after the roll, or if you use it again. So.
Okay. So it just lasts then. Okay, cool.
Eye out. I'm not having any of it.
Okay, because I was going to say, it's like if it was a case of like, oh, it only lasts for like 10 minutes until you walk into something or something like that, I was going to say I'll allow you to take it back because I'm literally about to cut scenes and go over to Droghar.
Yeah.
So it's like it'll be gone by the time we come back to you probably, but if it just lasts, then by all means. But with TBD and Dream making their way to the central place between the warehouses, Erellia and TBD heading and to try and find them with their new weaponry in hand, we head into a new place that we haven't seen yet, with a Goliath strapped down to a table as Droghar kind of starts to come to and wakes up feeling groggy, his eyes starting to open slowly.
Go to move my left arm and nothing happens. Like I feel my fingers there.
Yeah.
But I look over and I remember and I just close my eyes and look away. And it's like, it's extremely painful. I'm like seething, like taking really deep breaths in through my teeth.
And then I was strapped down with his right arm up here and a strap across his chest, and realizing that there's nothing on the left side, that the left arm is fully missing.
I try to struggle out of the straps, see if I can struggle out of the straps.
You begin to struggle, and I'm like, we don't want to do that yet. We're not quite done with you yet, sir.
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm your salvation. As you look around the room, it's a fairly well lit kind of lab / operating theatre looking room. From what you can see, you try and look, you can see that there are some of the Reforged guards just kind of standing in the wall. As you're strapped to the table, you look kind of over to your right and you see coming out of a kind of darkened, elevated area, a figure starting to walk down some steps towards you. The figure is a Verdanian, a blue-skinned kind of almost aquatic looking kind of creature, kind of flat face, bald head, wearing almost like a tight kind of black leather lab coat-esque looking thing with a high collar, and has almost what could be mistaken for hair, but it's almost like black cables kind of coming out the back of his head. They go to the back of the suit. Some of them you see attached as he starts to make his way to you. I wouldn't struggle yet. We have yet to begin working on you.
Why are you doing this to me?
Why am I doing this to you? Because you're hurt, my dear fellow.
Yeah, you hurt me. You took my arm. I was fine before that.
Yes, one of my Reforged did take your arm, but from the footage I watched back, it seems like he didn't attack you until you attacked him. Feels like you kind of brought it on yourself a little bit. But do not worry. That's what we do here. We make you better.
I start looking around the room, try to find Leo. See if I can see Leo.
Make me a perception check from what you can see.
I got a 7.
You cannot see any sign of Leo in the room.
All right, I go. Let me see. I'm gonna go into a rage again, and I'm gonna try to break the restraints.
All right, you go into a rage. You go to try and break the restraints. You see him stick his hand up and click his fingers and kind of take a step back, and the two Reforged step towards you, one at the top and one at the bottom. The one at the top, his hand kind of morphs into a big clamp and around your hand and onto the table, and one onto your chest. The one at the bottom clamps onto your feet. I told you we're not going to do that here.
It's a big man that can't fight his own battles.
I'm fighting my battle perfectly fine, dear boy.
All I have to say, you better not let me up.
You think you would be a lot more grateful for the gift I'm giving you? Do you know the lives that have been saved with this? And you are being granted the gift of the Reforged. You're still...
Sorry, go ahead.
You're still early enough in this stage. All you need is the new arm, and that I can provide you. I can give you a new arm. I can give you the new parts.
I would rather have one arm than this abomination that stands over me right now. Looking at you, half machine, half whatever you are, I would rather be dead.
But I don't believe that to be true. It's amazing how many people say that they would rather be dead, and then when death actually faces them, it's amazing how quickly they will change their mind.
You must have never met a Goliath.
Oh no, I've met many Goliaths in my time.
Well, you haven't met me.
My Reforged here were in a lot worse states than you were in, some of them. Their lives were literally about to end, and the only way to save them was to turn them into these beautiful machines. I mean, isn't it really a work of art?
Against their will?
Absolutely not. They wanted to live. They wanted to be free of the illness of the scarlet blight that crossed our island. I gave them the freedom from that. No more sickness, no more death, no more fear, no more agony, no more suffering. Stronger than they have ever been. Able to withstand anything that is thrown at them. How can that be looked on as a curse?
Droghar's having trouble concentrating on what this dude's saying because the pain is just excruciating. So he's like closing his eyes and gritting his teeth. And
he kind of grabs you like round the mouth and like, see? You feel that pain in your arm? Wouldn't it be so much better if that pain was gone?
Don't touch me.
I'm going to help you get better, my dear Goliath. I'm the maker, and I make all things well. You will be well. You will see, just when we are finished with your friend and he comes back out, you will see that he is well too. And he looks at the machines and like, get him prepped and we will get this Goliath a new arm to replace that one. His pain will be turned into strength.
I've tried to break free of the restraints once more. Well, I'm just like screaming, trying to break free.
You try and break free of the restraint, and it's no use. You got two of the Reforged on you, pinning you down.
I just let out this guttural, as loud as I can, just scream. Just out, more, not so much out of pain, just out of anger of being just trapped.
So much anxiety and pain and rage, all just boiling under the surface. And yet, what good did it do you? In a sheer moment, you were wounded and something was taken from you. It doesn't matter how big and strong and angry you think you are. You can still be upgraded and made better. That is my goal. My one course in life. You see, we had these factories made to create soldiers for a war, and the war never came. But then the Scarlet Blight came. It cursed our island and made everyone sick. And what was meant for war became the path to a better future. I was no longer a warmonger. I was the maker of a better future. The maker of the new age of this world, where all suffering could be stopped. You may not see it now because most don't in your stage. But when the upgrade is done, you will see the amount of pain and hurt that you have been saved from.
Droghar closes his eyes and puts his head back and just says, "Shut up. Stop talking."
And the Maker looks at the Reforged and goes, "Get him ready." And starts making his way back up his stairs to his work area. They start to prep Droghar and start to move him on the table towards what looks like the outside of like an operating theatre. You hear noises coming from inside. You hear them working away inside on it. You see, as the Maker kind of walks past you, goes into the operating theatre to check on things, and as he opens the door, you hear a yell, and you recognize the yell. It's Leo. He's already in there.
Can I yell for Leo? Or
You
yell
can.
at Leo?
Droghar screams for Leo. He gets no response. Leo's screams just continue. He can't hear you over his own screams. A little bit of time passes by. After a little bit of time, the screams have stopped. They've been quiet for quite some time. And through the doors, they wheel, not on a table flat like you, but kind of standing up almost, still strapped in. And wheel through the doors, and you look over. And you no longer see Leo standing there. You see what looks like one of the Reforged being wheeled out.
Leo.
You hear a voice coming from it like, "What? What has happened?" What did you do to me?
Leo?
Droghar?
I'm here, man.
I feel weird. I can't feel anything. It feels cold and hollow. Can you see what they've done? What's going on?
Drogar's trying to find the words to break it to Leo. Leo, I don't know what they've done to your body, man. You look like one of them.
And Droghar realizes that between the point of them being turned into a Reforged and then becoming these mindless soldiers that he's had surrounding him and fighting with him, there's a moment of being turned into one of them where the mind is still there before it is kind of hollowed out to be one of the soldiers. So at this time he realizes that it's a metal suit, but it's still Leo at this moment. What do you mean I look like one of them? And you see the eyes on it starting to kind of light up, almost as if he's kind of starting to get the grips of the controls. And
there's this maniac doctor here who's taking living things and turning them into these warforged abominations.
Why is my vision like? Why is the hearing so weak? What did you do to me? What did you do? He tries to you see him struggling to break, and he can't break out the grips. And the Maker comes over. We're not going to break out of that. Give it time, my good fellow. You will see you have been given salvation, just like all the rest.
Droghar screams, "What did you do to his body?"
His body was broken. His body was suffering and in pain. I mean, the poor man had a hand that had been just ripped off of it. But his body was clearly starting to go into tatters, so we gave him a body that won't feel pain, that won't suffer, that won't get injured and won't die. He is the most physical peak he has ever been in his life. And his life will now go on for eons. I mean, obviously we still have to go through the process of removing the core of the personality a little bit. Certain aspects have to be removed because it can sometimes result in a little bit of madness, but evolution sometimes has to go a certain path, and on a path of evolution, certain things have to be left behind.
I'm going to kill you. With one hand? It does not matter. I will murder you.
Well, thankfully your injuries aren't quite as severe as some of the injuries on his body, so you are not needing a full conversion yet, but you still won't have one arm for long, my friend.
Mark my words.
The new arm.
Mark my words. I will kill you for this.
We shall see. Take him into the theatre. We start to wheel Droghar and Erellia wheel the table with Leo away. As Droghar goes in for a little bit of surgery, we cut back to the lovely ladies of DOA as Erellia and TBD meet up with Aries and Dream at the center of the warehouses, thanks to Aries' little cat. You all managed to come through. You managed to avoid and get past some of the Reforged that are scouting about, and you'll meet at one of the warehouses.
What is going on, you two? What happened?
Aries, I don't like it here. It's bad. They took his arm. They just cut it off.
Who cut it off?
The big thing.
Where did they take him?
I don't know. I ran.
Yeah. We have no idea where they took him.
They said he needed an upgrade. Him and Leo.
Makes sense. Look, Dream and I have been trying to find anything of Typhon. But we did find some letters, some documents, and even a map that talked about how there was this preparation, almost this decision to make these super soldiers for an impending war. But it looks like the war never came. So something happened where now every living creature on here is mechanical.
Well, we should probably get Droghar before he becomes one of them.
Exactly. That doesn't bode well. They took him. That means he's probably in one of the factories.
Yeah.
Alright, well, full disclosure, guys. I have no more spells, and
What do you use all your spells for?
when we got attacked by the big man who took Drogar's arm.
Oh,
I mean, they were more formidable than anything we've come up against.
We were there for like 6 seconds, and then I ran.
I mean, obviously, I've never seen Droghar get hurt in my life like that.
His
So.
arm just clean off.
and I just kind of look at Dream. And we just kind of nod. All right, guys, this is what we're going to do. I don't think this is something that we're going to be able to fight. We're going to have to con. We have to sneak. I don't think we can fight these.
We have to get in and out. With how many of these things there are, there's no way we can take them all.
Because if Droghar
Gonna con them.
couldn't beat them, we're going to have to just consider this a sneak mission. Erellia, just like what we did with Lady Elgwyn. We have to be quiet.
I have a question, DM.
Yes.
In your universe, can living creatures enter a bag of holding? Or is it like there's a certain amount of air in there before they have to come up?
There's a certain amount. Technically, they can enter. It would be for a short time, but they could technically go in.
Okay. How
Depending what you mean on the living item, because I mean, technically, Billy's been in there for a while.
So what if?
And he's technically living.
What if TBD entered the bag of holding, so that TBD didn't have to sneak?
She could probably go in for maybe about 5 minutes.
Okay.
I mean, she wouldn't get any longer than that, but yeah, for about 5 minutes, she could probably go into the bag of
I'll
holding.
just chill with the cursed items, you know? Nothing bad will happen there.
No.
You hear a voice behind you. I'm not going back in the bag.
Do you want to stay out with?
What was TBD? What was that?
Don't worry about it. Do you want to stay with someone else?
No.
I can't sneak.
We will stand and we will smash. We will take them all down.
If we're gonna be partners, you gotta work with me. I can't sneak.
TBD.
What? Hold up.
TBD. What is talking to you? I can hear it very perfectly in my cat ears.
Not the voices in my head.
No, it's not in your head.
Nope, it's clear. It's speaking common.
Well, Aries, we kind of did something.
What did you guys do?
I needed comfort, and I pulled out a weapon, and now it's talking to me.
I needed to
Okay.
make sure Droghar got his sword back, but I can't carry it all by myself, so we got Arrow's bag of holding.
How
And,
did you guys carry it? Bravo to you guys. That thing is huge.
It was a team effort.
It was,
All right.
yeah.
And a lot of adrenaline.
The fear.
The sword is beauty.
Oh,
It is nothing compared to my greatness.
Thank you, Billy.
I
What if we
don't
got
know.
Billy? Billy.
What if I stuck my hand out of the bag and you stayed out? Is this a good deal, Billy?
That is acceptable.
Okay. I'm gonna stay in the bag of holding because I can't sneak, and I accept this fact. I can't breathe in there.
Who's
I need to draw a
carrying
picture
the
of
bag?
this.
Who's carrying the bag of holding? I need to know this.
I'm carrying it.
So Aurelia is carrying the bag of holding
with an arm sticking out.
with TBD inside the bag and her arm sticking out the bag holding Billy the club. That is magnificent.
You know, guys, I kind of just look at Dream.
There's a lot of knives in here.
Well, we've worked with worse situations. I mean, not many, but you know.
I mean, that's not suspicious at all. Okay, this is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
We're heading towards the middle. We're gonna try to find information on Typhon. I don't want to split up, but we have to find Droghar. And then, can I make a perception check to see, like, while this conversation is happening, if I hear Droghar do, like, that really, like, angry scream that he did?
You can make a perception check.
Okay.
Was there just weapons in this bag, or is it, like, rings?
Oh, no, there's an owlbear head and a...
Yeah.
Oh,
What,
I
another
forgot the
head?
old bear heads in there.
Oh yeah, we forgot to tell you about that.
So is what's his face, Captain Blightclaw's heads in there as
Yep.
well. I
Oh yeah,
believe.
so there's a couple severed heads in there.
I have company.
Yeah.
Arrow just, for some reason, started sticking them in the bag of holding. I don't know why, but he did, and nobody's ever taken them out.
Because
So
he's
they're
a
just
psycho.
in there. So yeah, the bag's full of some interesting things.
Dude, I totally forgot that.
So did I until it was said. I forgot the owlbear. That owlbear has been in there for months.
TBD swimming around with some severed heads. Some decaying severed
That
heads.
owlbear is going to be nasty. That's going to be nasty at this point.
Ugh.
Is there anything cool in here that I would think Arrow would use?
Yeah, most of the stuff in here Arrow would use. Whether or not it's actually beneficial is a totally other situation.
Do you want me to make like a intelligence check to see if I grab something good?
All right, let me have a hold on. Let me pull up my item list.
No.
What did you roll?
If it's flat intelligence, that's a 7.
Let's see what items are here.
Oh, TBD.
Hold on a sec.
You know, I love when I fake roll my dice and then I get a good roll.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Oh, my perception was on 13, by the way, before I forget.
I should have made a perception check, but no.
Sorry, I got a lot of items. I'm not actually kind of properly.
You're fine.
He's just chilling with the floating heads.
Arrow, I'm giving you this stupid owlbear head after this. This is awful.
Is it a skull, basically, now? Since it's been in there for like months.
It's probably decaying. It's probably...
At this point, it probably is, yeah.
It's gotta smell great in there.
I was gonna say, it's like all melty.
TBD is gonna hop out and reek.
Oh yeah, I have no doubt.
Oh
TBD
gosh,
probably
this is
smells
great.
horrible in there.
This is
She probably
great.
smells horrible in there at this point.
Because, I mean, we gave the meat to the people, but we never took the head out.
No.
No, that's true. He wanted to keep the head and mount it, and I don't think he ever did.
Wait, didn't he also cut up the siren head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Oh, he said he gave the siren head to Leo.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. He gave the
I was
siren head
like,
to Leo.
Oh my gosh.
That's right. He gave the siren to Leo because that was.
About to cry.
All right, random item. Here we go. I just lost it.
So it's basically Arrow's gym bag.
All right, there we go. I put it in the chat in
Oh,
Discord.
boy.
Yep, there you go. That's
Dead man's chest.
Oh.
DVD throws it out and says,
the heck
"Here,
is
Aries."
that?
An odd odor persists around this armor, and its appearance is off-putting for many who would gaze upon it. The type of twisted necromancy required to craft armor of this nature is surely forbidden in many places in the world. You have a +1 bonus to AC, resistance to poison damage, and immunity to poison condition while attuned to this magical armor. When you take damage that would reduce you to 0 hit points, you can choose to make a Constitution saving throw with a DC of 5+, the amount of damage taken. On a success, you drop to 1 hit point instead.
Oh no!
This armor is cursed, and becoming attuned to it extends the curse to you. Until the curse is broken with remove curse or similar magic, you are unwilling to part with the armor, keeping it on at all times. When you complete a long rest, make a Constitution saving throw with a DC equal to the number of times the armor has prevented you from falling to 0.
Shoot.
While wearing it, on a failure, permanently reduce your intelligence score by 1.
Here you go, Aries.
Oh no.
What is that?
Oh no.
It's yours. I found
It's
it
armor.
for you.
It's armor. It will help.
Great armor. I think so. Yeah, it's gonna help.
Aries. That. Or Aries.
Aries.
I am Aries. DVD.
I think it's good.
TBD.
Yeah.
It looks like a corpse.
Isn't that what leather is?
I don't think like this though, TBD. I mean,
I don't see the difference. People in the Feywild, they wear stuff that's like this. Some of them. You usually don't talk to them though.
Yeah.
But it's good armor.
I don't know. It looks
technically,
suspicious.
technically, you can still wear your cloak as well because it counts as armor. So you can still wear your cloak over.
Okay.
Ignore the smell. I think it smells like that because of all the dead things in this bag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I don't know.
What do you mean?
I kind of look at Dream. I'm like, Dream.
I mean, with these things around, a bit of armor wouldn't hurt.
All right.
Oh. Image, dude. I don't like how the gauntlets have a hand.
I know. I noticed that.
I don't like the foot.
Like a hunchback
Aries.
looking thing.
Aries takes off her cloak, puts on the dead man's chest armor, puts her cloak on back over the top of it.
Have fun with this.
Immediately now wants to keep this armor on and refuses to take it off.
Isn't it so comfortable? Did I make a good choice?
Actually, it's not bad at all. I think I'll keep this forever.
Oh
If
no.
you're keeping that, Dream's like, if you're keeping that forever, we're at least dunking you in some water at some point. You're getting a bath. That thing stinks.
I think that's duly noted. All right.
Aries has new armor. Yay!
Woo! It's totally not cursed.
Absolutely not.
But I can
Dream.
like, if I do a Constitution roll, I can take it off, right?
Just Dream want anything.
Dream's like, I'm good.
Why?
I don't think I could take that smell. If what's in that bag's making it smell like that, I don't think I can take anything
about
else that
to
smells
smell
that bad.
Yeah, I don't know if I can take the smell either. Oh my gosh. But it surely can't be this.
No,
No,
You're right.
absolutely not.
it's not.
worry. It'll throw off any of our opponents who get close to you.
Do they even have noses? If they're machine, they probably can't smell.
I
Well,
just the
that's
image
true.
of TBD sticking her head out with the arm, just so she can breathe for a second before getting back down.
They did have like animals with them though.
Hey guys,
Or
can
what
we leave?
looks like
I don't
animals.
want to be in this bag anymore.
Yeah, we gotta hurry up. She only has 5 minutes.
All right.
Oh yeah, she stuck her head out a couple of times. It's been way beyond 5 minutes at this point.
Please.
I don't know, man. I
I
don't
don't
know.
like how this owlbear is looking
It's
at me.
bulky. I don't know if I can move stealthily in this armor.
I believe in you.
We'll find out.
Can I roll a constitutional to see if I can take it off?
Yeah.
Is that what it said?
See what I find.
It looks like it's
When you complete a long rest, make a Constitution saving throw with a DC equal to the number of times the armor has prevented you from falling to 0 hit points wearing it. On a failure, permanently reduce your intelligence by 1 score. So no, you can't until you make
Not
a
until
long
after
rest.
a long rest. Okay. Okay. Guys, I can't take this off.
why would you?
Not to mention the fact of like, remember, you don't care. You don't want to take
Oh
it
yeah,
off.
that's right. All right. Well, it works. All right,
So
guys.
that's the other question when it gets to the long rest. Do you want to take it off?
All right.
All right. So what y'all doing?
All
Apart
right,
from
guys.
trying to suffocate TBD in a bag of holding.
All right. So I did a perception check and I got a 13. Do I hear Drogar's cry?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Not from here.
All right, guys. 2 things we need to do. We need to find information on Typhon, and we got to find Droghar. Let's move on out.
All right. So where do you go from here?
So I think we're going to keep going in towards the middle. So I think that's what Jake and I found, like, to try to go to, like, the hub or the middle.
Okay. So to head towards the central, you have to go inside the warehouse that you're at. To get to the central, you have to go along kind of the insides of this warehouse. This particular warehouse that you've came to, you notice very quickly that there isn't any real machinery noise like in the other ones. It's not like active stuff going on. Make me a perception check.
19.
I got a 10.
TBD?
What am I making again? Sorry.
She's in the bag.
She's in the bag.
Oh yeah, she's in the bag of holding, so she won't notice. So Erellia doesn't really spot it. It's Aries that more notices. Possibly Billy as well. She's aware of all things. You start to walk through this warehouse, and you very quickly become aware that, excuse me, you are not alone in here.
Mm.
You start to hear noises moving. These do not sound like the Reforged that you have been dealing with so far. These sound different. Are you wanting to keep moving forward through the warehouse?
Yeah, but stealthily. Like trying to stay in the shadows and just...
Alright. Roll me a stealth check.
26.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep, I got 26 as well.
Nice.
Nice. You all slip through the bag. You all slip through the warehouse. start to move through slowly, stealthily, staying hidden in the shadows. It's fairly dark in here. There's not really any lights on, not really much light coming in. As you're moving along, though, you definitely hear a number of things in here. They all sound like they're kind of more towards the center of the warehouse, a little bit off, whereas you guys are kind of going along the very edge of it to head towards kind of the passage into the central area.
What kind of noises do we hear? Like, what's the sound?
You hear some mechanical noises, kind of like the walking that the Reforged made, but it sounds a little bit, it doesn't sound as precise. It sounds a little bit more shuffling of a kind of noise. And you also hear groaning.
Can I see anything with my dark vision?
With your dark vision where you are, you don't see too much at this point, but you can move a little bit closer. You're still fair enough away. You could move a little bit closer to see if you can get a better perspective.
Okay.
All right. You go off the beaten path a little bit. Try and move a little bit closer. And make me a perception check.
Dirty 20.
12.
You see a kind of almost like fenced off area inside this warehouse. It's more like it used to be a warehouse that's been cleared out, and it's honestly more like a big empty storage barn at this point. You see a kind of fenced off area inside and creatures shambling around in it. And they look like reforged creatures that are halfway complete. On the Dirty 20, you realize they aren't half complete, they're failures. These are failed Reforged experiments to turn the living people into Reforged. It wasn't a straightforward process to turn the living people into these, as the Maker would have you believe. There was a lot of trial and error. And these creatures are kind of somewhere stuck between the lives that they had and being Reforged now. With your stealth checks, they haven't noticed you, but they are kind of just shambling around.
What the heck is going on in here? What is it?
It's diabolical.
Erellia, I don't like this.
I wonder if any of these things are loyal or if they're hostages.
Say with that fencing, they're being kept here. But what intelligence they have, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
That fence isn't even that complex.
And Dream chimes in and says, yeah, you don't tend to have to fence up loyal people.
Keep moving, you guys.
Yeah, let's keep moving. I wouldn't exactly say that they're loyal to whoever's doing this, but it doesn't mean they won't go for us as well. Let's get out of here. You all start to head back along the edging path and make your way along towards the end of the warehouse. As you're going along towards it, you keep hearing the shuffling and the groaning. Now, fully knowing what it is, and make your way out the door at the other end of the warehouse and come enter a kind of like central hub where all the warehouses like enter into and come to. As you come to there, you see it's almost kind of like a central gathering point, like a hospital, where it's like all those like pathways meet into one place, and it's like there's like layouts and stuff and elevators to go down, and you realize that the facility that you're in, like this is only the top layer of it, and then there's actually a bigger facility underground.
All right. Can I start investigating to try to see if I can find any like offices or places where like records are kept or anything like that?
You can have a look at the list of like where the elevator goes. For the central kind of place, there's not much in it, but you can definitely do an investigation check on like the floors to see if there's any hints at what could be there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, roll me an investigation check.
Oh, nat 20.
Nice.
Nat 20, nice. I'm looking at the floors on the elevator. You see a few things listed. Obviously, certain things are no longer like valid. This is from when this place used to run. But you definitely see a kind of setup of like underground lab and kind of stuff heading there. And just in the floor above it, you see offices, record rooms, stuff like that. And you know that that's kind of the place that you have to go.
Do I see like operating area or anything like that?
Nothing like an operating area, but you do see like writings for like the lab.
All right, guys. Erellia, do you want to try to check out the lab to see if Droghar's down there? You and TBD
Yeah.
go that way.
Yeah, we can do that.
And Dream and I will go up and try to look for the records. Because we try to do all this together, we might be too late for Droghar. We need to find him and quick.
Are you gonna take me out of the bag?
Do you want to come out of the bag?
Sure.
I'm like, you're half hanging out at this point. It's up to you if you pull yourself out again.
I don't want to be there, but it stinks.
Mm.
All right.
I can't. That's torture.
All right, Twilight, we're gonna have to be very, very quiet.
Oh, I just yelled.
And then thinking my like dead man's armor, as I've been like morphing into it, it just becomes like this really nice like patchwork of just like skin, kind of like a Frankenstein thing.
Absolutely. It still has faces on it though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Guys, I'm starting to like this. This is actually pretty cool.
Well,
If you say
Aries,
so.
Are you sure?
I think it's great.
I'm a little
I
worried.
think it's great.
I think so too.
We're quiet.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyways, you guys go see if you can find Droghar. Dream and I will go up to the records to see if there's anything we can find on Typhon. Meet back here, no matter what, in 10 minutes, all right?
God.
All right. Y'all split off, head in different directions.
Great.
As you start to head off, like Billy speaks to TBD and goes, "Why did you give her the dead man's chest armor?
The what?
The dead man's chest."
I thought it was gold. Was that a bad idea?
No.
Wait, do you have any friends in there that you want out?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, they're horrible.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, I hope your friend likes her face being on that armor when she's dead.
Probably.
Yeah, those faces are all previous owners.
That's kind of cool. Then how did it start?
Mm-mm.
Did it just begin with one face? Did someone wear someone else's face?
Oh, there was no face on it initially. It was just
Oh.
cursed. And the more people die in it, the more the
Twilight, are
material
you
that
talking
replaces
to
the skin.
yourself again?
Yes.
Because we gotta be quiet.
I'm very quiet.
Okay. Let's
We will
go.
fight with honor. We will win.
You will win. We gotta be quiet.
We're trying not to fight.
We will fight.
We will fight.
Because
We will
that's how
destroy the
Droghar
metal
lost
men.
his-
No, not yet. Not yet.
We're not in a big enough group to fight yet.
Okay, once we save our friend, we can fight. Maybe. Because I'm terrified of
I will break the metal men. I will take them to the ground. I will smash them to pieces.
All right. If it does come to a fight, just remember I don't have any spells, and just make sure you get other people at disadvantage, because that might help me.
Okay.
Okay.
We will
Right, let's go.
destroy.
We will destroy.
As the two of you head off with TBD and Billy in in-depth conversation.
I'm just seeing this play out. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, can I make a perception check to just see what's around?
Yeah, sure.
I've come out the bag and I don't know anything.
You're just walking and talking to Billy.
I was like, oh, I should probably check what's around me. 26.
26, and the place that you're in and heading out of is pretty much just a central kind of point that all the factories come into, to a main hub where a lot of the other facilities are. You see kind of like the list of floors and stuff that Aries seen, where there's offices, there's the lab downstairs, all of that. But in this area itself, there's not much. But there's nothing around. There's no like Reforged or anything in this area.
And where was Aries going again exactly? We were branching off to do
A lab.
Yeah, they were heading off to go and look at the offices to try and find
Cool.
information on Typhon, and the two of you were heading off to try and find out what happened to Droghar.
Perfect. Let's continue.
All right. So, Erellia and TBD making their way down.
Down. Sorry, I had to.
They get to the floor that they believe the lab is on and that Droghar might be at. Make me a stealth check.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Aha. Aha.
Aha!
15.
Right when she comes out of the bag, that's jacked up.
You know, it's funny. I rolled a 7 and an 8. So that's what? +2 to 7. So 9.
Yeah, this is not a stealthiest entrance ever to the lab.
Billy, you need to be quiet.
I see them in there. I will break them.
Billy.
What?
You're gonna break me.
Billy's like,
You're gonna break me. Okay. Billy, you gotta protect me.
I will.
They call me the protector, but I need a protector.
You will be protected. They will be destroyed.
Thank you.
You will die with honor.
I will not die. I'm trying to prevent this.
Yes. Let's all stay alive.
You'll enter the lab. Thankfully, the lab is not highly occupied at the minute. Most of the Reforged that were in here were in working on Droghar. You do come by a resting area and find that you are standing right next to a Reforged who is attached to a table and standing up. You hear a voice. Who's there?
Delivery?
Is that TBD?
No.
TBD. It's Leo.
I don't think so.
Leo?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's me.
Oh.
How are we gonna get you out of here?
TBD runs over to the straps and tries to undo them.
You into the straps on the table, and Leo's able to move for the first time in his new body. And just... Well, I'm not getting anywhere quickly in this thing.
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
I'm okay either way. I think I've had enough news at this point today.
Okay.
You know, finding out that I'm one of these things.
That was the bad news.
It's a lot to take in.
The good news
I'm not
is
gonna lie.
I don't have to learn how to repair your hand.
Thanks. That's that means nothing, but thanks. From what I've seen, they're working in the operating theatre over there, and he points to the room just across the way. I believe that's where Droghar is right now.
Okay.
I don't believe he's currently getting a full conversion. They talked about giving him a new hand.
Okay. How many are in there? Are they small or big?
They're about my size. There's about 3 in there.
Huh.
Okay.
I recommend hiding until they bring Droghar out, and hopefully they'll leave him to rest like they did me. And once they have kind of cleared the area a little, if you're trying to get to him, that's your moment.
Leader, what are we doing?
I think it's a good plan.
All right. They should be coming out with them shortly. Leo kind of like looks around behind him and kind of steps back up onto the table that he was on and kind of just lays back on it. I'm going to stay here, make it look like I've not moved. I recommend you both hide until they come out.
TBD is very loosely going to put the strap back on. Just as show, more so than actual strapping.
Do you want me to break him?
When the time comes, it's dramatic. It'll be fun.
He's right in front of you. Swing. I can take him.
No, wait, stop. No, Billy.
I can do it now.
But what if we wait and then do it?
Why?
Because this is Leo and we like Leo.
I thought we were breaking the metal people.
Not this one. This one is our friend.
This is very confusing.
Don't worry, I will swing you at someone that is our enemy.
Okay.
Okay.
Soon?
Thank you. Soon. Very soon.
Okay. How soon?
5.
Hi. Come on.
1, 2, 3,
I didn't tell
4,
you how many.
5.
I didn't tell you how many.
An hour,
You said
5 days.
You said 5. I counted to 5. Let's go.
What? Oh no. How about 5 minutes, and we can count to ourselves.
1, 2, 3,
No.
4, 5, 6. He doesn't
1.
stop. He just keeps counting.
TBD keeps trying to mess them up.
7,
2, 3,
4, 5,
5. And she
6.
keeps
A good
doing
plan.
that until they come out.
Maybe this plan was not.
As this is going on, you hear noises coming from the operating theatre and see the doors starting to move. Are you wanting to do anything?
Hide. Attempt.
Give me a stealth check for hiding.
Come on, Misty Mountain.
See, look, I'm scared to roll it again because my first roll was amazing. Okay, not bad. 17.
Oh, that's
Nice.
better than
Nice.
It's not
got
the
a
nat 20
16.
it was gonna be.
Oh,
Hey!
17.
I got
Well,
16.
Wow, TBD even rolled better than Erellia on that one.
It did.
Apparently, focusing on trying to get Billy to not get them caught is enough to help her hide.
Please, Billy. Please do this for me.
It's like, performing better under pressure.
Bum.
As you all duck behind consoles and tables and stuff, the doors open, and out come some of the Reforged rolling a table with Droghar on it. You see Droghar being rolled out, still unconscious, still under, and you see he has a brand new metal left arm attached to his body.
Shiny.
Yo, man.
All right. Also, just for when you wake up, if you get into a fight, Droghar, if you want to take note of it, your unarmed strike with the left hand now inflicts more damage.
I was
Okay.
gonna say. Better.
Very good, very
Ooh.
good.
Let me make a note of that. Do you know, the number?
Yep, for that attack, and because I'm using the same stats as a iron fist attack from the Reforged soldiers that I've got here, so you get that same proficiency to your left hand if you hit with it.
Okay.
And that's 1d6 plus 3
Oh,
bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
So
Like
if you
that.
throw a punch for your left arm, you cause massive damage with that now compared to the 4 points of damage for a normal unarmed strike.
okay, sweet.
Don't tap a bird with that or hug or anything. You obliterate.
Know your strength,
Exactly.
please.
Everything else functions the same though, right, with arm?
Yeah, everything
Okay.
else functions the same. You can still carry your weapon, you can still do everything with it, but you've got increased strength on that left arm.
Okay, sweet.
There's not really a need to increase on strength checks or anything like that. You're already
Yeah.
rolling advanced on
Yeah.
ridiculous levels. So I'm like,
Agreed.
it really doesn't need to be changed. It doesn't do anything. I could add an extra one
I
or
was
two
wondering
to that.
if it's
There's-
Jax from Mortal Kombat where he shoots missiles out of it now or anything like that. I just want to make sure.
not on his
Wait.
arm.
Was it Inspector Gadget? That's what I was thinking. I was like, go Gadget.
Well, actually, on the left arm, if that's the one that's been replaced, actually, you do have an extra weapon on it now, if I think about it, because they've got a different weapon on right and left arms. So you do technically have a short sword that comes out that left arm.
Oh dang.
Ooh.
What?
You are now a very good assassin.
That was a Goliath
And
assassin.
it does
I feel like we all got upgraded.
does the same damage, 1d6 plus 3, just of piercing or slashing damage as opposed to bludgeoning.
Oh sweet. That's awesome.
So you also have a blade on there now if you need to. So it's it basically comes out. It's kind of like your hand will be here and the handle kind of lower a bit and the blade comes out the top.
Nice. That's sweet.
That's crazy.
So just for you saying that, I was like, oh yeah, well technically you've got the Reforged left arm. I'm they both have different weapons on it. So yeah, you would get the blade on that at least.
That's sweet.
So as the Reforged bring Droghar out on the table, they do kind of do last minute checks on him, and they all kind of leave the room. Some go back into the operating theatre. One starts to kind of head out to go and try and find the Maker, to update them on the situation.
No.
Bella's 5 minutes, go.
No, we were at 20.
20 minutes, that's way more than 5. You should have attacked a long time ago.
We're
Come
at
on.
20 seconds, Juan. Let's start over.
1,
All right.
2, 3,
Let's get Droghar.
7, 18.
Twilight, let's see if we can wake Droghar up.
Okay. Walks up to him and gives the little tap on the cheek.
Can
Well,
he
tap,
even
tap.
feel that?
A little pop, pop.
I was going to say, does nothing. He's literally been under from surgery. It is like, tap, tap.
I'm
nothing.
out.
Oh,
Smack.
I think he's dead.
Oh, great.
Oh wait, I forgot. No, he's alive. He's breathing.
Yeah.
I forgot.
The cleric, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay!
Slap. No reaction. He's dead. No, wait. I know this one. He's breathing. He's alive.
Chest is going up and down.
Leo kind of comes off of his thing and makes his way over. And looks at Droghar and like, I can carry him.
I have an idea. You might not have to carry him.
What's your idea?
No, it might not work. But we could always pull the owlbear head out and see if the stench wakes him up.
How does the spell work?
Maybe.
Do you want him
Maybe.
awake?
Maybe not. That's true. Maybe not.
Do
Well,
we-
thanks, Droghar.
I'm just saying.
Why do we have an owlbear head? Why are you carrying an owlbear head around
I
with
don't
you?
know. It stinks really bad.
I
It's
stole
really
it.
bad.
I stole from Arrow. Don't ask me. It's an Arrow thing. All right.
I mean,
Alright,
you could try the head if you want. I can just pick him up and carry him back.
All right. Fine, Leo. Just carry him. Trying to be creative over here.
Leo picks up the unconscious Droghar at the minute. Like, all right. Well, I have no idea how we get out of here. I'm hoping you two know.
Yeah, we know where to meet Aries. Let's go.
I don't.
Well, that's great. I do.
All right. Well, I assume if Aries is doing something else, hopefully she's getting the information we need.
Hopefully.
That's the goal. My only focus was getting you guys out. So let's get out before they come back. Let's go.
Okay.
You aren't going anywhere.
That's not cool.
Say what?
You hear footsteps coming down from the upper level part. No, you've walked right in here, and
Oh gosh.
so many people
Oh,
that need to be upgraded.
I'm perfection. I'm totally fine with no upgrades. I have a very good self-image, so we're good. No work needed. I'm fine.
Hey,
You could do with a little work, honey.
hey, Billy, it's
Oh.
Billy 5.
Not nice.
Can I crush him?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to crush him.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's time we get some people in here to help with the upgrades.
No, I don't think so. No,
puts his hand
throws
up.
the mace.
Oh god.
Throw the mace at the maker.
This is awesome. Oh. Yes. Yes. You can't let him finish his speech.
Oh my goodness. Roll for attack.
I got a dirty 20.
Dang.
Roll for damage.
Drogar's gonna kill you if you kill him.
He's got to make a dex saving throw to see if Billy bites him or not.
Yeah, he fails that.
Okay, so 6 damage from the mace itself. And then it's going to be I dropped my D4. then it's going to be 5 acid damage from Billy.
Oh. So 9 damage overall. Or 11 damage. I can't count.
And Billy is
I know math.
biting him.
It's like, ah! Does he have to make a save to get Billy off of him, or does Billy just let go? Does it say?
It's it just says Billy bites into him. Doesn't say anything about.
You see him pulling on Billy, and as he rips it off, a chunk of flesh comes off his arm. Throws Billy down onto the floor. No upgrades. Time to exterminate. He comes down to the steps and stands onto a platform. And the platform starts to raise him up a little.
Oh no, it's a boss battle.
And you see pieces come out and create a massive metal suit that he steps into, bigger than the Reforged.
Gosh, are you kidding me?
He's got power armor.
You
Me.
dare attack me. All I wanted to do was upgrade the world to a level of perfection.
You're
To make you better, stronger, no more sickness, no more pain. Why do you
that doesn't
resist?
sound fun. That sounds boring.
Well, this is not going to be boring.
I don't want to be here.
We cut to Aries and Dream, who are on a different floor looking for information.
I want to be here.
So, Aries and Dream come out onto the offices.
Yes, the elevator doors.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Nine.
As far as you can tell, you don't see anything on this floor, like any enemies, anything, any patrols, anything like that.
Okay.
So you all start to kind of move through some of the offices. Some of the offices look like they've been abandoned and left and nothing much to them.
All right, Dream. We gotta look for anything that has to do with Typhon. Anything. Or even just like rumors of a monster island, legends, anything like that. We'll read it.
You head into some of the further back offices that are looking a little bit more cleaner, a little bit more kept. And the two of you start to have a look in there. Make me an investigation check.
20.
Nice.
Ooh, shoot. Somebody got 20?
A nat 20 or dirty 20?
No, nat 20.
You look back in the offices and you find the office of the Maker.
Ooh. Yes.
And you find the information a lot that the others have kind of got. And you find information regarding the war. You find information regarding the Scarlet Blight and the upgrading of people here to become Reforged. You find all of that sort of information. But then you also find information on maps of the area, of surrounding islands, of ideas of islands nearby, islands where they thought attacks may come from. And on a wider map that he has that you find on that Nat 20, you find maps and star charts that lead to an approximate location of where Typhon should be.
Dream. I think I found it.
Really?
Yeah,
She
come
comes
here.
over and has a look. Snap, this is it.
You see, look at these stars. I've seen these before. We're not that far off. I mean, it might take us a few days. But if we follow these stars, I think I can get us there.
Yeah, it looks like it's a long way off from here, but this is the journey from Alloy to Typhon. This is it right here. This is the escape. This is it. This is the way to get there.
I roll it up. I mean, like, See? Doesn't this armor make me look sexy? Look at this. It's good luck.
No, I still prefer you to be out of it, but you know, you do you, sweetheart.
Oh, you don't like it?
It is. It's got a certain creepiness to it, I guess, if you're into that sort of thing. The faces are a little off-putting.
Well, but it's dead comfy.
I will absolutely take your word for that. Yeah, it's a good thing you're smart and beautiful because your taste in clothing is absolutely awful.
Well, maybe. Well, maybe. Maybe I'll take it off later. Just I don't feel like it right now. You know, I'll wait.
Okay. All right. And she comes over and she nuzzles you, and I'm like, yeah, lucky thing you're smart. All right, come on, let's go meet the rest of them. Get out of here. We've got what we needed. Hopefully they've found the big lummox, wherever he is.
Agreed. We need to get out of here. I didn't like how we saw the information about the Maker. Honestly, it sounds like this is not a fight we can win.
It sounds like a horror show, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
All right. What if they've run into trouble? So we didn't realize that this guy was quite this dangerous. Like,
I mean, with all his plans and all the things he's been doing, it looks like he's been preparing for a great war. I can only imagine the kind of weapons and the diabolical ideas he has. If they run into trouble, we get them out of there as quick as we can.
I mean,
I know a few spells. You and I are quick on our feet. We'll just have to get them out.
Excuse me. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's a fight we can win, even going in after them. You may want to consider just cutting the losses and running. If they've gone into the heart of that, there is not a good chance they're coming out.
Drive a boat?
Most of the crew's still on the ship.
See, you're probably right, but you know, let's just see where they are, because you never know. They might be just fine.
Okay, we can check. I'm warning you right now, if this is going to be a big thing, I do not recommend this is where we go.
I know, Dream. I know. You could just kind of see Aries just kind of perplexed, and just you could tell that she's kind of thinking and considering as something is warring inside her a little bit.
All right. So where did they head then?
So we head back to where we're supposed to meet. And then,
Yes.
do we hear anything? Like any... Are they too, like, far down, like, a hallway or something? Or do we hear, like, any...
You would have heard a lot of mechanical stuff starting to move on the floor below you. There's just a floor below.
Oh, boy.
And when he started getting loaded into his machine, you would have heard a lot of mechanical stuff going on. Like, different from what's been sounding before.
Okay. Oops. Dream. Let's head this way. And I very sneakily head to where the noise is coming from.
All right. You start to lead the way down a path heading downstairs. And James, like, you really think I don't know where you're leading me here? You're about to walk us into this trouble. I don't recommend it.
Is that Jack? Oh my gosh.
He's having a good time.
Yeah, dude, that's hilarious.
It's the armor.
Dumbass.
I was gonna
The
say,
armor.
no, he's making the sound effects like a radio drama.
That's what happens when you take off the noise in the microphone so that it doesn't cut your voice out. You can hear the rat deciding to go nuts in his cage, apparently. Holy crap, dude.
I know. It was just like Dream.
So you hear the metallic noise going on as you head towards you.
Almost like a scraping kind of noise.
Almost like a rat stuck in a cage.
Huh.
Interesting.
It's a euphemism, don't read into it too much. Like,
Dream. We have to just check.
if we go in there, we're gonna die.
Yep.
Come on. I thought you were sneakier than that.
Look, I've got most of my 9 lives intact. I would like to keep them.
Don't worry. I'll protect you.
Aries.
Come on. Where's your sense of adventure? Come on.
You start to lead.
We took a lot worse risks than this.
When?
Plenty of times. Come on.
You start leading away, Dreams following along, very uncertain about this whole situation. And you make it to the door of the lab. What do you do?
Is there like a window or in the door or
Not a window in it, no. What the hell are you doing, boy?
Oh my
Don't give me that
god.
look.
I love him.
He's sitting staring at me, and I'm like, why are you staring at me for
Yeah,
a
look
shoot?
at him.
Look at him. Oh, he's getting
He
some
probably-
water.
He probably
I
wants
know he's
peanuts. Actually, he probably wants his peanuts, man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Apparently he's addicted to peanuts, and we ran out of them in his food bag, so he's been mad at us for the last couple of days. So
Start a riot.
Dude, hilarious.
We had to like
So now he's-
wire his.
Bars.
Well, we had to wire his door shut because he figured out how to pop open his door and climb out.
Dang.
What a smart boy.
Dang.
all right. Have you done? Are you settled?
Nope.
He jumps up.
All right.
Crazy rat.
Trying to think.
All right.
Hold
What
on,
does
let me look-
Aries do?
Let me look if I can do.
I thought you pulled out a wallet.
I pull out my little spell book.
I was like,
Pulls out the credit card, unlock the door. Pop it open, you know.
can I pay you?
Can I pay you to let my friends go? Will you let them
Okay.
go?
Exactly.
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self. And I'm gonna disguise myself as one of the sentries. As the Reforged, because I've seen it before.
Okay.
Let's see. What spell slot is that? Okay. Okay, so that just means I can take appearance of it, but of course it's almost like a really good hologram. If someone touches me, it goes right through.
Yeah.
Let me write that down. So spell slot disguise self. Alright. Dream. Stay right here. Alright? Listen out. I'm gonna get them out of there. And I
Alright,
put
be
my cloak
careful.
on, and I play a tune on my flute, and I just kind of.
Alright, so you play a tune on your flute and head to the door looking like one of the Reforged. And assuming you head in to the lab. What's the check on it? Is it like a perception check or a
Let me look. Hold on. No, it just says that the spell will fail to hold up to physical inspection. So it's like if they touch, it's like a hologram. Kind of like reminds me of like what's that movie with like the Pixar movie? With, like,
Elemental?
the... Onward. Onward.
Oh,
You know how they
Onward.
did that spell and it was like of the horse and it's like it kind of it's like a hologram really.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it kind of reminds me of.
Oh, okay.
Like if you use a
So-
spell to add a hat, if someone tries to touch the hat, their hand will go right through it. That's it, the example it says.
All right, so you enter the room and you see a massive mechanical being in this upper level looking down on Reforged, holding Droghar, on TBD and on Erellia.
Ooh.
None of them notice you at first because a couple of other Reforged enter the room as well.
Gosh. What can I do? Hold on. I think I can.
Sure.
All right. So, okay, so in accordance to me, where is TBD and Aurelia and Droghar and Leo?
And from where you've came in, almost like just dead ahead to the right a little bit. And where you
Okay.
are, you basically came in like right at the section that they're at.
All right. Okay. So, and then the maker, he's in an iron suit, like in front of us, and he's like up on a pedestal.
Yeah.
All right. I want to try to cast without him seeing me. Blindness on him.
You're gonna cast blindness.
Basically, choose one creature that you can see within range, to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. What's your spell save DC?
14.
Yep.
He saves.
Oh, dang it.
Of course he does.
All right. So I just come in and I just yell, "Run!"
You come in. You yell, run. Your spell drops, immediately giving you away. As the maker and the other Reforged, you know that's not something that anyone would ever have done that's a Reforged. The entrance ways slam shut.
Well, shucks.
Not necessarily locked, but they shut over. Roll for initiative.
I have
Oh.
That's not bad.
Hey, Cross,
Alright.
I got a question. I know I'm still out
Yeah.
for the count, so this is really mute right now, or moot. But with all of the being unconscious or anything like that, would any of that have constituted like a short rest or anything? Like, would I get any HP back at all since I fought the Warforged?
I would say you get some HP back because you went into surgery, so they tried to kind of heal you and patch you up. So I would say you get HP back for that.
Okay, just like half HP or all of it.
I'd say maybe about 3/4. So
Okay.
not like full HP, but you get a good amount of it back going into this.
Okay.
All right. What were the rolls for initiative?
17.
22.
21.
What is this? Y'all are just doing so good.
So 22 was Erellia.
Yes.
21 was Aries. All
17.
right. 17 for TBD. And
You
what
did
was
that with
Droghar?
advantage, right?
I got
Yup.
15.
15.
Butterball, what are you looking at? No, I don't like this. What are you looking at?
Dude.
I don't. Damn.
We gonna die.
I hope not.
All right. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna have
What was
to.
that?
No clue.
What was that?
That was his watch telling him it's bedtime.
Oh, I was to say, there's
like,
some horror
"Do, do,
movie
do."
stuff happening here. I'm like, nah.
No.
Ah.
I think this one I've got everybody in.
Butterball, I don't like you staring out the corner. I'm
Right,
not.
give me a second. I need to make sure everybody's lined up for a fight.
Butterball's trying to comfort you.
She's not.
Dream is.
She's staring at nothing. Intently. No. What
You're
is it? You miss.
There. These came in from the side. Then you want to use your button. TD. Doesn't matter how much of these I set up in advance. Like I always have to change so much stuff because you guys all do stuff. I'm like, yeah, I didn't see that happening. There's always a lack of a contingency. All right, so the fight has begun. I think I've got everything. If not, I will edit as I go. But I think I've got everything in place. So first up is Erellia.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Make her a bit closer.
Okay. Where am I?
You are right here.
Okay. Great.
Try and zoom in a little bit.
Fun. All right.
Too far. Too far.
I don't know if this is even a good idea. I'm just gonna fudge. Okay. I'm just gonna do old fashioned and take my short sword and try for that big machine over there next to me.
So you're going straight on for the maker?
You moved
No,
TBD.
the one to my left.
Sorry, I got the wrong one. That one there?
Yeah.
That's Leo.
That's Leo?
That's
Yeah.
Leo.
Clunk,
Oh.
clunk, clunk, clunk.
Would you
Well,
stop
then-
throwing stuff at your cage?
Okay.
Menace to
that's-
society.
If that's the case, then
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, the enemies that you've got are these Reforged here and here,
okay.
and then the maker's right in front of you.
Now remember, you did hear me say run.
Yeah, I did. I don't want to run when all y'all are behind me.
Don't worry about it.
I
I ran.
I was going to say, TVD got to the end of
I-
it, and went, I'm out of here. Bye.
Remember, each round is a second. Or 10
Or
seconds.
6.
Whatever.
Or,
Alright.
No.
All right.
I'm going
What do you wanna do?
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire
Okay.
on the maker.
All right. What does Fairy Fire do again? It gives... He has to make a what saving throw?
a dexterity saving throw.
All right. What's your spell save DC?
13.
He saves.
Oh, fudge. Of course he does. Just kidding. I'm going to move closer to Aries to her right. If I can move that far.
Okay. Is it 30 feet?
Yeah.
Movement you got? Yeah, so you can get to about there.
Okay.
All right. So Aurelia comes up, tries to cast Fairy Fire. No effect happens over the Maker. So she darts towards where Aries is. Next up is Aries.
All right. So I'm gonna try to cast blindness again, but as a 3rd level slot. So that means I'm gonna try to cast it on the Maker and number 2 over there.
Okay.
I found out what she's looking at.
But
There's a bug in that.
oh well, there you go.
Right.
It's
What's
not a-
what's the save again for the blindness?
It's Constitution
And spell save on that again?
14.
Uh, 14. The Maker makes the save. Number 2 does not.
Okay. So number 2 is now blinded for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make a Constitution saving throw. So now number 2 has to make a Constitution to try to become unblinded
Okay.
at the end of each turn.
At the end of each of his turns? Okay.
Yeah. So, and then I'm also going to yell again, like, this way. Because I can say, like, one word. Because the door behind me is still open, correct? It just got closed shut.
It got closed shut. You don't know if it's locked or not, but it got closed shut.
Okay, I'm going to turn around and, because I'm right at the door, I'm going to turn around and move towards the door to see if it's locked.
All right, so you want to head over to the door and check?
Yeah, because it's right behind me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight over there, you head to the door. The door does open.
Okay. So I yelled, this way. And number 2 is blind, so he doesn't see me doing that, which is actually quite effective.
Yeah, but you did yell.
Yes.
So he knows you're over there by your voice now.
That's all right.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Time for the Maker.
Oh.
Great.
So mid-
Here we go.
He's coming up. TBD, he's right in front of him.
That's so rude. It's so nice.
Why you gotta be so rude?
Buddy, I can go type out.
Let me just check something quick. Sorry, 1 second. Right, this page is meant to be open and it's not doing what it's meant to do.
Waterfall, are there more?
This is so intense.
Waterfall, what are you looking at, please? There's just a few dogs here.
Just a bit.
Hello?
Okay,
Can you all hear me?
no.
There it is.
Yeah, you're good.
Nope.
Apparently, I tried to upload like D&D Beyond, and my computer decided, "Hey, I'm going to freeze everything."
Yeah, we were just, it was just
I was like-
silence. We were just like, all right.
I went to look up
Yeah.
stuff, and I'm like, and I realized it's taking forever to load that page, and I looked over, and everyone's camera was frozen. I'm like, fantastic. Apparently, I can't load up stuff. It's going to decide to crap out on me now. Like, I'm just trying to look up one thing.
Whew.
So nervous.
Alright. So he's going to come. TBD. And what's your AC again, TBD?
19.
He hits that.
Ow.
Dang.
You take 6 damage from his longsword, whereas the other ones have short sword. He uses a massive longsword and slashes right across you.
Ow.
As he does that,
Oh,
he also turns. What's your AC, Aurelia?
It's negligible at this point. 15.
He gets
Please don't hurt me.
17. And he
Oh my
turns,
gosh.
pulls up his arm, and he has a massive arm cannon on it.
Great.
that was a big roll.
He does 24 damage.
Oh
And
my
I'm
God.
to 1 hit point. Guys,
Oh.
1 hit point.
Jeez.
So he turns, slashes through TBD, keeps the momentum going, turns, aims his cannon at Aurelia.
I give up on life. Like, literally.
Um,
Oh my gosh.
Could it be my turn?
Die. That's why Cross is being so generous.
and I think he's going to leave it there for the moment.
That's very nice.
Oh,
Thank you.
just out of the
And-
kindness of his mean heart.
So next up, it is TBD.
I'm gonna cast command
Okay.
on him.
Okay.
And that's a DC 15 Wisdom save.
DC 15 Wisdom.
Yep.
And he makes it.
Command.
Unless he's undead.
He's not undead. Does command count as charmed at all?
I don't think so. It just says that if the creature doesn't understand me or
Doesn't matter. He makes it. Rolled an 18.
I knew it. I knew it.
So you cast command and speak your command to him, and he just keeps staring at you.
Oh shoot, you didn't hear me.
No, I did.
Okay. Can we just leave?
Stevie D, we want to do anything else?
Great question. Do I have bonus actions? Not really. TBD is going to proc the attack of opportunity if he chooses to take it and try to run over to Aries.
All right. He hits, roll the 15, so that's a 22 to hit.
Oop. I'll take it.
And 1d10 plus 3.
I'll take it.
He hits you with his longsword for 9 slashing damage.
And TBD is going to move the full 30 over to get as far as possible.
Alright, so you're gonna get about there.
Okay.
Alright, that's in the TBD's turn then. Next up, Mr. Droghar wakes up.
Shoot.
What a situation
Welcome to
he's
the
waking
party.
up to.
So, I'm kind of like groggy, just coming out of it, and I realize that I'm like over Leo's shoulder. I think it's Leo.
Yeah, I'm gonna move Leo over a little bit. Because the two of you are like together.
I'm like, Leo, is that you?
Oh, you're awake. Fantastic.
Put me down, please.
Yeah, you might not want me to. He slowly puts you down, and you turn around to see the situation in front of you.
So I have my hands on the ground, and like I'm on one knee, and I slowly look up, and then all of a sudden I feel like something on my left arm, and I look over and I hold my arm up, and as I'm maneuvering my wrist, that the sword shoots out, and I'm like, this is nice.
Yeah, got a little upgrade, dude.
And then I look up, and I'm obviously face to face with Mr. Man. Question for you, for the DM. So, having fought one of the Warforged before, am I able to know from that fight, or make a perception roll to see if I can determine if they have any like weak points?
You can roll a perception check to see if you can see any.
Okay.
And because the maker's like going to have different ones from them,
Yeah.
but you can kind of make a judgment call on it.
Okay, I got a 13.
13. For a 13, best guess you can make is that probably at the joints of it, again, kind of like elbows, shoulders, knees,
Okay.
something like that are probably the weaker.
Can I want to look over at my crew and just, can I make a perception check to see how everybody's doing? Like, I guess like battle wise.
Yeah, you can make a perception check on them as well.
I got an 11. Daggone it, man.
Looking a bit beat up, but as far as you can tell, like they're just all trying to make a break to get out of here. No one's looking drastically bad as far as you can tell on the 11.
Drastically bad.
Yeah, but he rolled an 11. He doesn't know that.
True that. True that. I look dandy.
I'm gonna look over to
It's
Leo.
like, you're dragging yourself.
I'm gonna look over to Leo and say, Leo, what should we do, man?
Get
Get out of here. We need you to run.
All right, I'm going to use one of my actions I'm actually going to. Let me see.
Hey, Cross, I'm leaving to deal with the gremlin. So, just if you have to play Aries, just run.
Okay, no worries.
All right.
I'm gonna look at Leo again and say, "Are you good?"
Go.
All right. So I'm gonna dash. As I'm dashing, I'm gonna pass Erellia, right?
It should dash, yeah. Erellia is first, and then it's TBD.
Am I able to pick them up as I'm running by them?
As you're running past, you can try and make a grapple check on it.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna dash towards Aries, and I'm gonna try to pick up TBD and Erellia on the way.
That's rolling. Alright, so you dash past. He will get a... Oh, you're dashing, so he won't. Oh, actually, no, you're dashing. Are you able to disengage?
I don't think so. Let me just double check. I don't.
Okay,
I don't think so.
I think it's one or the other.
Yeah. So if you're just dashing, he will get an attack of opportunity on you.
Only
Okay,
if it's rogue.
that's fine.
Okay.
I'm 14 AC.
He actually misses that. He actually missed his shot on you. You dash past, and he
Holy
misses.
Crap. All right.
So you're dashing past. Okay, so make me... I'm going to say make an athletics check.
Okay.
To pick up Erellia first, because you're trying to do it while you're running. So you're trying to basically keep a one motion going and grapple as you go.
I got a 17.
17, I'll say you're able to grab Erellia as you're in motion. And you try to do the same with TBD?
Yeah.
Alright, so again, try the same.
Okay.
You're dashing past, so another athletics check to see if you can get her.
I got an 13.
13. With her, you kind of don't get her up. You try and get her, but with the plate armor, it's just hard to get that grip on TDB.
Okay.
You almost kind of like give her a little boost forward, so I will say she does kind of like move at least a little bit.
Okay.
But
And am I able to like slide Aurelia across the floor towards the door? Kind of. Not throw her, obviously. I don't want to throw her.
I'll say you kind of like give it a boost over, like throw her in, like, and she gets like right up next to Aries.
Okay.
All right, so that's Droghar's turn. Next up, then, is the Reforged.
Great.
They did it.
So the soldier is coming this way because although it's blinded, it did hear Aries' voice. Okay, before my computer craps out, Megan, can someone look and see what's Aries' AC?
Yeah, it is 33.
It's 14.
It's 33.
That's what it says on D&D Beyond.
Oh, AC?
No, 14. I'm sorry. I was thinking HP.
Hit point.
Like 33, and I'm like,
My bad.
it says 33 AC. Like, are you sure?
14.
I was like,
that's pretty funny.
oh. I was like, my Forge Cleric doesn't even have that. That's an AC of 28, too.
Dang. That's crazy.
Alright, so he makes a go for Aries, but he misses. He's rolling with disadvantage because of the blindness, so he misses her. The other one is going to come down here for Leo because it's the closest person. Hits. He misses his second attack, but he hits with the first. Oh, no, he does hit with the second, actually. Sorry. 1d8 plus 3. Does 14 damage to Leo. Swinging with his longsword.
Oh, wait. Does that take into consideration the new +1 from the armor? The AC?
New +1 for what?
The Dead Man's Chest for Aries.
Oh, no, he missed. He's completely missed her.
Okay.
Yeah, he missed it anyway.
Good
Oh,
call.
miss.
Yeah, he missed it anyway. No, it's this dude down here that's fighting Leo. I guess the shot on. No, this dude completely whiffed.
I'm lagging. I'm
No,
so
we're past that now. We're on a totally different fight now. Alright, so the Reforged. So Leo. He takes a shot at the Maker and actually lands.
Nice.
2 shots on him.
Oh, hey.
Plus 3. $17 damage on him. Really scratches him. And Leo is going to dash. Or we'll take his movement away, and they both get opportunity attacks. They both hit. So it is 1d2 plus 3. Oh, 14 more damage, so Leo's taking a good few hits. He's basically over here now. So next up is the Steel Predators.
Uh-oh.
Gosh.
One's coming for Droghar. This one's coming for Erellia.
Really?
We're having a party over here.
I'm about to die, y'all. Just throwing that out there.
You're fine. You're fine.
Right.
These guys aren't quite at y'all yet. Alright, Droghar. Where's my stats? Alright, so the one going for Droghar. What should I see again, Droghar?
14.
Alright, so miss first two hits, second one misses. He slashes at you for 12 damage.
Okay.
With his claw, and he bites you for 13. So he comes in, bites you 13 damage, and then slashes with the claw, and the other claw misses.
So was that, I'm sorry, was that 13 total? Or was that a 12 and a 13?
12 and a 13.
Okay.
Yeah, the claw hit for 12 and the bite hit for 13.
Yeah, I'm not looking so good, guys.
Alright, number 4 is coming for Erellia. What's your AC, Erellia?
15.
One of the claw attacks misses.
That's good.
The other one hits.
Of course it does.
Well, it's better than both hitting and having a critical failure to your death saves because it's affecting you.
So
We gotta
first
look on the
one.
bright side.
Sure.
See, look, it'll be fine.
So 9 damage and 13 damage.
Oh, great. So I am dead. I didn't even get to add the 13 because the 9 did it.
So Aurelia is down. Alright, so that's the Steel Predators. And so first one up is Aurelia. So let me roll for Aurelia's first death save.
Uh-oh.
If I die, it was
You're fine.
fun, y'all.
You're fine.
So
I
Aurelia.
finally got some sweet weapons.
Aurelia, as you lie there, crashed out on the floor and blood starting to pour out. What thoughts enter Aurelia's head? What thoughts of her life? What thoughts of cross her mind as she's possibly lying there dying? What sort of things would Aurelia be thinking about at this moment?
I'm thinking about Arrow. And I'm thinking about how I tried to help, but I'm just not doing that great. And I'm thinking that as of now, I haven't fully lived and I haven't fully been able to experience what I thought life should have been about. But I'm old, so if I haven't done it right by now, it probably won't happen. So there you go.
All right. Erellia with her first death saving roll. Next up is Aries.
Okay, so just kind of catch me up. What happened?
The Reforged came in to attack. The Steel Predators came in to attack, dealt a lot of damage. Droghar's near dying. Erellia has dropped, and we just rolled our first death saving roll.
Okay. So it's 2 still blind?
2 is still blind. He came at you to attack based on hearing, but he misses attack on you.
Okay. So oh gosh. I'm just trying to. All right. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead because we need to get these creatures kind of. But that's Thunderclap, not Thunderwave. Dang. All right. I'm going to try to cast Sleep. Let me see. Let me make sure I can do. Okay, it doesn't say. It just says creatures into a magical slumber. It doesn't say like organic or mechanic. Cross, what would you think about that? Like, would sleep work? Because I'm trying to think. They're partly organic, right? It just says creature.
I mean, you can definitely try.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna cast Sleep as a 3rd level. Oh, hold on. At a 2nd level. Okay. I'm gonna cast Sleep at a 2nd level.
Cast Sleep. Who does that land on?
Let's see. Creatures within 20 feet of the one you choose within range. So it would be number 2 and probably the 2 dogs, I'm guessing.
Okay,
The
so
wolf.
you're trying to like diagonally kind of fit it across the 3 of them.
Yeah.
You cast Sleep on the Reforged and on the Steel Predators. Nothing happens.
All right. Well, since 2 is blinded, I motion for Leo to grab Erellia, and then I go through the door as quietly as I can so 2 doesn't hear me.
Alright, so you slip through the door and make me a stealth check.
$13.
I'll say on 13 you're able to get through the door.
Okay.
And he doesn't realise you're there, so I'm just going to move your character down there the minute just in case I need to pull it back. But
Okay.
Yeah, you're out. So you're in the hallway now. That's the end of Aries' turn.
Oh no.
Next up is the Maker.
Oh no.
Oh, as a bonus action, I give a bardic inspiration to TBD.
Is that a D?
It went up. I think it's a D8 now. No, let me look.
Is it for saving throws and checks, or I forgot what it is.
Yeah, ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Just once.
Yep, one D8. Mm-hmm.
He's coming over. And TBD's first target there.
My friend. It's been a while.
Alright, so he's going to come in with his attack.
So nice of him to remember me.
First attack does not hit.
Huh.
Second one does.
Ow.
Third one doesn't.
Nice.
Huh.
You take 8 slashing damage from his longsword. He comes over to slash at TBD, slashes his sword. She manages to duck the first one, second one comes back and catches her, next one swings back, and she more falls out the way rather than ducking this time. Just,
Oh no.
That is a maker. Next up is TBD.
I'm gonna try to cast command again.
Okay.
This time at 2nd level, and I'm going to target the wolf that attacked Erellia.
Okay.
So I can target both. Both in DC 15 Wisdom.
DC 15 Wisdom, and you're doing the wolf that attacked Aurelia and
the Maker.
the Maker. Alright, rolling for the wolf first.
I like his vibe.
You said Wisdom 15?
Mm-hmm.
The wolf fails.
Woo.
Amazingly. The Steel Predator is not a wise creature, amazingly. Nat 20.
Oh.
The command for the wolf is deactivate.
It takes a step back from the fight and shuts down.
Nice.
The Maker does nothing.
I'm going to use a bonus action of what is it? Healing Word for Erellia. That's going to be 1d4 plus where is it? 1d4 plus 4. And I'll roll it. I don't have my d4 out.
What even is a d4?
Pressure.
So plus 4 is 6. So you heal 6.
6 HP Aurelia.
And
Does that
TBD
include
says,
the -9?
Oh,
negative
there's no negatives or
30?
anything. Once you dropped, you dropped. So you're back up at
Okay.
6 HP.
Oh,
and
how
then
do I?
TBD says, okay, bye, and runs out the door.
TVD's heading for the door. Opportunity attack on the Maker.
Yeah.
He misses the opportunity attack.
Oof.
Maybe frazzled him a little bit.
So you're going out the door?
Yeah, bye.
Hey guys, should we just bounce?
TBD.
I think that's what we're trying to do.
I was gonna say.
And that's what you've been trying to do for the last 5 minutes. It's just not really went well. So Aries and TBD are now both out the room. Next up, then after TBD, is Droghar.
Alright, I look at Leo and I mouth the words with me and like hit my chest with my hand. I go into a rage and I dash out the door.
All right, what's your AC again? Because the Steel Predator is going to get a
14.
All right. Yep, he gets you. I rolled a 19.
Oh.
So it's going to be a bite attack, so that is the lesser of the two. He hits you for 10 piercing damage with that bite attack.
So would that be 5 with rage?
Yes, that'd be down to 5 with rage because you're raging now. So.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll take that on the chin, literally, and dash out the door.
You make a dash.
What about
Leo's
You're on your
good.
feet. You're on your own now.
Y'all just left me in here.
Oh, I thought Leo had you.
Well, technically he does, but Leo's not gone yet. Leo's still got... so it's the Reforged next. So this
Yep,
fella
I'm done.
here...
I'm dead.
It's fine.
Actually, you've not made a noise. He has no idea you're there.
Oh. Okay.
He's got no clue anything around him, so he really, honestly, can't do much. He's... Because last he heard is Aries was there, but he's not heard anything. The other fella's the one that's going to try and make his way over, and I don't know if he'll even make it. No, he's just at a range. So yeah, the Reforged don't even get to do much this round. So next up it is Leo. So Leo is going to try and...
Grab Aurelia and leave? That sounds
Yeah.
like a great idea.
So he actually, I rolled a 13 there, and he's got a +5, so it's 18. So he's able to grabs
Nice.
Aurelia in his arms, and he's
Yes.
technically he was coming over, so he's not actually within range of anything. So he makes his way out the door with
Yay!
Aurelia in arm, and they slams the door behind him. Technically, you're in a different room from it, so you're out of combat.
Can I?
And Leo yells, "Run!"
Is there any? I
Get
doubt
outta
that this
here.
will help at all. But is there any way that I can jam something in the door, like one of my swords?
Or a metal
Uh,
pipe or something to like twist it, something.
Because I can get them to. I can get. I'm assuming I could get Leo to kind of bend the sword around the, like, if there's like handles, I could get him to bend it around the handles.
It is not a double door. It
Okay.
is a single
Okay.
door to it.
Okay.
If you want, you've tried it before when you were at the bar. You can try jamming something into the ground to block it, but it's going to be a lot less sturdy against things this size and trying to stop them.
Okay.
Now let's run.
Leo yells you to run. Make me a perception check.
Oh wait, I'm good at those.
I got a 3.
Butterball. 24.
Nice.
18.
I got 11.
Aurelia is still a
Okay,
bit.
you were mostly dead for.
Aurelia is a bit
Yeah.
dazed from being woken back up. Droghar still a bit drugged out from his operation.
We're
Aries
suffering.
and TBD though realize Leo's yelling for you guys to run, and he is pushing himself to block the door.
Mm.
He's putting his body up against it and like crushing his hands into the wall and the frame of the door, and like crushing his feet into the ground to try and create a blockage there.
Yeah, I run back. I say, Leo.
Don't worry, I'm not getting sentimental on you. I don't intend to sacrifice myself. I was buying you guys some time to start making it. I can last longer against them than you guys can.
All right, let's go.
You better not
Is
die,
Dream there?
Leo.
Kind of already done that, but fair enough.
Don't die again.
I'll take it into consideration.
All right, let's go.
Is Dream there? Too.
Dream's still in the hallway. She's been out there the whole time this has been going on. Like,
All right.
this is all
Dream,
happening
let's
within
go.
like
To die.
minutes. So by the time
Yeah.
she realized there was noises going on in there, you guys are flying out the room.
All right, Dream, let's go.
What in the world's going on?
Just run.
Go. Go.
Don't have to tell me twice. She starts dashing with the rest of you, and you all start making your way.
Can I, before we get out of range of Leo, can I cast Enhance Ability on him?
You absolutely can.
I'm going to give him advantage on... Oh boy. Let's do both strengths. So advantage on strength checks and his carrying capacity doubles.
Awesome.
Beefy.
So it's like TBD casts that as you guys are about to get ready to leave, and you see Leo's body like strengthening and like holding it tighter, able to put more strength into holding the door closed on them. And you're now starting to hear banging coming from the side of the door as the other Reforged are trying to smash through.
You got this, Leo.
I'll be right there. Go on the ship, get it ready, and be ready to go.
All right, we're booking it.
All right. You guys heading down the hall. Technically, we're out of combat.
What did I miss?
We're running.
So we're running
And
down the
I was
hallway.
running.
You can swap the screen back over,
Okay.
dude. We're technically out of combat.
Sounds good.
So you guys all start heading down the corridor, starting to run to get back up to the surface level. As you guys start to make your way back up, you do start to hear some alarms going off.
No. Good.
So I need to know, just going into it, if stuff starts to try and get in your way to stop you, are you guys just going to dash and keep running, or are you going to stop to fight?
I ain't going
I'm
stop
dashing
to
and
fight.
running.
All right. As you guys start to come up out of the warehouse, you guys burst out into from where the warehouses are and come into the town. You hear the alarms blaring like crazy. You manage to kind of make it across most of the town, and you see some of the Reforged coming at you. Make me some athletics checks.
Ooh, not bad.
Can I do acrobatic?
You can do acrobatics if
Okay.
you're more proficient in those.
So it's either or.
Yay, nat 20! Woo!
Nat 20,
Nice.
Aries,
I got a
and
10.
Dream are flying through it.
18.
So the
I got a-
TBD right behind them.
I got a 10.
10.
I got a 14.
Erellia not quite as fast as Aries and TBD, but still keeping up, still holding there. Droghar kind of bashing his way through, but with his new metal arm, it's a bit easier for him to get through. He's a bit rough and ready getting through there, but he's still making the progress and just more arm up and charging. He gets a couple of scratches and a couple of scrapes off of some of the Reforged as he's kind of pushing past them, as you start to realize that there are way more of these on this island than you guys realized. Like, this is a literal army. But they're all coming through the town and all starting to chase you. There's none currently ahead of you.
Okay.
Are you going right path or left path? So like the right path where Droghar lost his arm, or the left? Or well, I guess that's the left path now, the way you're facing, or the other path where Aries and Dream came in.
I think we're headed back to the boat, right?
Yeah.
Both lead to the boat, just different paths.
Oh, okay.
I think we should go Droghar's way.
Okay, so you want to head round the way that you guys initially came where Droghar lost his arm.
Yeah.
You guys start to head round there, start to run round that side of the cliff and realize like you're pretty much in the clear ahead of you, and start to kind of like head to the boat.
Okay.
Get down onto the dock, and there's really nothing there, but you can hear some of the clanging behind. Like they're slowly moving, but they're coming after you.
All right. So we get on the boat, and I was like, we got to get ready. Go. Orders from Leo.
The crew start to get the ship ready. The question here,
Do we leave?
are you waiting for Leo? Or are you going?
Sir, I told you to armor.
You guys go. I have an idea.
Okay, I'll do it.
It's gonna be close though. Just start sailing.
Are you sure, TBD? We ain't
Yeah.
leaving you behind.
No, you better not. Don't go far.
Okay.
And as they get on the boat, TBD is going to attempt to hide momentarily
Destroy you.
to wait to see if Leo arrives.
Really?
Yeah.
I have my ears.
Alright, make me a stealth check.
Oh.
Honey, you may need to mute the now unless you're talking.
Oh,
We can
sorry.
hear him. Can hear him really loud.
Ooh, I rolled good. So I rolled a 15 and an 18. So plus 2, 17.
Nice. TBD height on the dock.
I like to think TBD is like a water genasi in the water, just like head sticking out.
Her head sticking out. Billy's head's just next to her. Come on, we can take them.
No, puts him under the water.
Who is?
Can you breathe?
You're still under the water. You've not brought him up yet.
Okay, we gotta be quiet. Look at
Please don't try and drown me again.
me. Look at me. We gotta be quiet.
I can't. I don't have eyes.
Billy, work with me here.
TBD has finally met her match. This is how everyone else feels at a conversation with TBD.
Exactly.
Who's at the helm of the boat right now, of the ship?
Blob and Glob.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to Bob and Glob and say, Leo is helping us escape. He should be here very shortly, but we need to set sail now, immediately.
All right. And they start to pull the ship out of dock and start to move. You hear the clanging coming towards the docks.
I'm gonna yell to Olaf and Fisk to load the cannons if they're not loaded already.
All right, they start to get the cannons loaded up. You hear like some of the slow clanging kind of coming towards the dock, and then out of nowhere you start to hear a faster clanging, like a doo 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 doo. And it comes down onto the dock and kind of stops and walks onto it. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Well, just TBD, the rest of you are all on the boat.
Oh, okay.
Dirty 20.
It's Leo. The rest of them are all programmed and moving slowly. Leo's still got his free will, so he can go faster.
TBD hauls herself up and says, "We're leaving. Okay."
All right, I hope you've got a plan to get us off of here. I'm pretty sure I don't swim anymore.
How far? Like, how many seconds behind are they?
They're fairly close, but it'll take them a minute or two to get here at least.
A minute. Cool. I'm gonna ritual cast water walk.
Okay.
Nice.
You cast that. How long does that take?
I think if it's ritual cast, it takes double. One action, so one action is what, 6 seconds, so 12 seconds?
12 seconds? Yeah, you've got plenty of time to cast it.
So, cast it. I think that's how it works.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, I'll review it later, but that sounds good to me for now. Like,
if not, she cast it as the actual spell slot. Pulls the cork out, crushes it, throws it behind her, and runs with Leo across the water.
Leo and TVD start making their way across the water as you start to see this influx of Warforged starting to come onto the dock when Steel Predators.
Is Leo
How
faster
long?
than me?
Not faster. He can move pretty quickly, but he is still a lot heavier as well. So,
Okay.
How long does Water Walk last?
1 hour.
And is it remain there, or is it just around like you two, or is it like a path to the boat?
It's whatever creature I choose. So just
Okay, so it's just you guys. All right, so you guys head across the water. Some of the Warforged fall into the water. Some of them, the Steel Predators try to jump in and kind of chase, and when they realize they can't get far, start kind of pulling themselves back onto the island. They're not designed to go after it. And you two finally catch up with the boat.
I wondered why no one was hearing me. I was like, Droghar, shoot a cannon.
Yeah, that's what I. So
no one responds. I'm like, what? Oh, I'm muted.
Is what's his face on the shore?
Oh, the maker? No.
Okay. I'm gonna yell at Visk and Olaf. Man the cannons and fire.
They man the cannons. And they fire. Aiming at the docks.
Whatever you see moving, hit it.
Don't hit me.
Well, you're close to the boat, right? Not in the water, not TBD or that other thing. Leo, I mean. Don't hit him. On the shore.
That's a
on the
good
shore.
thing.
Whatever you see on the shore that moves, hit it.
I don't want to die.
All right. So the two of them fire cannons off directly at the port, and you see a massive explosion as the dog. And you see Warforged and Steel Predators flying into the air. It's like it's hardly anything on the numbers that were on the island, but it's a bit of damage to them.
Again,
to their numbers. They load the cannons
Oh.
up again and fire, and again they kind of basically destroy the last of the docks. Really, the most of it's been crushed, and the Warforged have been kind of scattered, if not destroyed, damaged severely.
As this is going on, I go up to Erellia and I start playing my Song of Rest for her. Hold on.
As Aries is doing that, TBD and Leo haul himself up onto the boat.
I'll grab Leo
1d6.
with one of my hands, my left arm, and help pull him
Yeah,
up.
metal
Aw.
hands. The metal hands clang, and you pull them up.
I was gonna shape water them up here.
There you go.
Like
You're
King
half dead,
Triton.
Erellia.
Hey, that doesn't mean I can't do a little.
All right. So my Song of Rest gives you 4 more points, Erellia, just to kind of get you through until.
Just in case.
So I'm standing there, just kind of giving her a Song of Rest and just helping her recover.
All right.
Reminds me of this meme.
The ship drops its sails and starts to sail off away from Alloy. It starts to pull away. Everyone kind of takes a breather,
Yeah.
takes
Sure.
a rest from that.
Droghar passes out and collapses on the deck.
TBD's going to look to make sure nothing is following them.
Droghar passes out flat on the deck.
Like
TBD
face
goes
down.
up to the back of the boat, looks out over the back and doesn't see anything chasing or following. They're in the clear.
And TBD just falls back.
Everybody's just in shock.
Leo kind of goes up to the crew and tells them to start helping everyone get some rest and kind of explains to them, this is me. That's me in here, although it doesn't look like it. We'll get through. The crew kind of taken aback and in shock that it's Leo, but it's like, aye, sir. As far as they're concerned, nothing's changed. He's still acting captain. He's still in charge. Leo is kind of finds a spot and just kind of sits down so he can kind of come to terms with what's going on with him now. You all have made it off of the island of Alloy, and you all have your maps and star charts to start heading towards the island of Typhon.
Yeah, I go up to Leo and I'm like, Leo, we found the information we needed. At least it was not lost. We can save the captain.
Oh, good. I'm glad it was worth it. I'm glad we got
Okay.
what we were looking for. No? But I think I will be.
All right. I don't know. I mean, me and Dream, we read a lot of information about this madman. I don't know exactly what he did to you, but if you start feeling off or a change, let us know. He did this quite a lot. It looks like he was getting better, but there was a lot of fails too.
He kind of puts his hand up and is like, I appreciate your words, but I really don't need to hear about this right now. I kind of need to be alone.
Duly noted. Who do you want to put in command while you're taking a rest?
The crew know what to do. I'll be fine by the morning. I'm going to go find a quiet spot.
Oh no, Bowser's super
All right, Leo.
Leo kind of wanders off to go and sit on his own.
Good idea.
Honey, can you get him to shush a little touch?
I am trying, honey. He's not.
Alright, but that is probably where we're going to leave it for this evening anyway.
Dang.
You got off the island of Alloy.
I almost died.
Barely. I did die.
Fine.
Oh, yeah, you did die.
You didn't die, you
You
just
didn't
dropped.
die.
Unconscious.
You just dropped.
Don't worry, I had Revivify this
Dude.
time.
I had 7 HP.
Man. I had 18.
Dang.
Sheesh.
All right, I'm gonna hit that long rest button. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're all now officially able to get some rest. The ship is heading off away from Alloy, and you know the direction now to get to Typhon.
Nice.
But that is all for this evening.
That was awesome.
All right. As it's nearly midnight, let's wrap up for those listening. Thank you so much to everyone that's hung out with us tonight and got caught up with this session. Thank you to everyone hanging out and just being here as part of it. That was a pretty intense one tonight. We will be back throughout the week. I will be back tomorrow evening. Probably starting some Red Dead Redemption 2. About 8 o'clock tomorrow, something like that. And then I'll be back on Wednesday as well. Nitro, you doing artwork this week, or are you off this week?
Yeah, I'll be back on Thursday.
All right, Nitro's going to be doing some art Thursday about 8:30. And if you want to catch more of our D&D, we will, of course, be here again on Monday evening. If you want to get caught up in everything for Chronicles of Andriesia so far, go and check out our YouTube channel, Chronicles in the Cross TTRPG, to get caught up in everything of this chapter so far and the Chronicles of Andriesia story as a whole. Also follow us on our socials, get caught up in our Discord, all those sorts of good things. Please head to that YouTube especially, go and hit that subscribe button, get our numbers up. We're trying to hit at least 100 subs over there. And if you're watching here on Twitch and enjoyed what you saw and haven't done so already, we would love you to drop a follow here and come back and hang out with us. Thank you so much. But that's all for us from this evening. I hope you all have an absolutely amazing night. Get some rest. And remember, it is a good week to be a geek. Take care, and we'll see you all there.
See you guys.